You're listening to littlepodcast.com.
Why you gotta take it there?
Retake. This isn't good.
We're not talking about any integrity in
We
this
are
room.
trying to exploit a generation.
Ever tell you about that time when I paid for Chinese food with the DVD? The grease is the gravy.
You guys played footsie under the table.
Yes, but that's irrelevant. I can smell Pepto-Bismol from here. It tastes like an antacid tablet. Why are there so many Draculas everywhere? No. There's potato vodka everywhere. Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 178. I'm your host, John Rowe, joined by my co-host,
Adam Ham.
That's right, Saddam Ham.
That's inaccurate.
Saddam Ham, despot of Chirac, where you
Cambodia.
live. Illinois. Chirac, Illinois. That's what they call it, right?
No,
Southside Chicago, Chirac.
I don't think they call it that.
I call it that.
That was not surprising.
I feel like that's been called that. You know what's interesting? Have there been any, crime television dramas based in Chicago?
Does First 48 go? No, they go to Detroit and Baltimore and,
That's
Miami.
Dade County, like Miami as well. Oh, let's see here. Crime drama set in Chicago.
Well, I'm sure there are, fictional
List of
ones.
fiction set in Chicago. Well, it's all, failed television shows.
Is Homicide?
There's, Chicago Hope,
Oh.
Chicago Fire, the Chicago Code. Remember the Chicago Code?
Mm-hmm.
It was your favorite. You watch every television show.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Speaking of watching every television show, Adam,
Yeah?
let's go back to our list of TV shows that you watched the start of the fall season.
Yeah?
I think we should go back to that. I say that now, we should go back to it, thinking that the list is somewhere, and I'm looking for it right now as I'm talking. Oh, here it is. No, you just talked about... Man, I thought we had a big list of TV shows that you were watching. No, I don't see it.
It's probably from too long ago. It might have been in,
I feel like I had a list, though.
It might have been in Evernote.
Oh, it is in Evernote.
Not anymore.
That fucking bullshit. What?
I cleared out Evernote.
Why?
Because you don't use it anymore.
So?
So I got better...
You just delete the history? What are you,
Yeah.
the Nazis? This is worse than the book burning.
Listen, you
This
don't
is
want
like
to use it.
you-
You're the one who didn't want to use it, so...
Taking the history of Born in the 80s and throwing it on the fire. Fine! I don't give a shit about your stupid TV shows.
Great.
I don't care anyway. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about anything. I'm sorry.
A little overboard there, don't you think?
Remember we were going to call this podcast the pessimist of the optimists?
Yes, I do.
Well, yeah.
Take a wild guess, audience, at who was who.
Hey, stop getting down that hole. I know you're in a Good Wife hole. You're not in a Good Wife hole, though.
I'm not.
Done. Has anything filled the void that Good Wife has left you?
No.
Man.
I mean, I guess a little bit of Assassin's Creed.
Ass Creed?
Ass Creed has.
That's how I shorten that one.
Yeah.
I call that Ass Creed.
If I'm not watching The Wire with my brother, I'm
You're assing it?
assing it.
Oh, shit. So I always do that. I always have weird shortenings for things. Like our friend of the show, Jordan's YouTube channel, Man Kitchen. I always say and think in my mind, Mank Itchin.
Mank Itchin?
Yeah.
That's not even a shortening.
There's a new episode of Mank Itchin.
It's
I
just
know.
It's just a way to make it sound terrible.
Yeah, I like to rename and pronounce things weird for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make me a Nazi?
No, I don't think so.
The Nazis do that?
Maybe.
We shall mispronounce everything.
If anything, it makes you Japanese.
Why?
Because they're always taking
Racist.
foreign words and shortening them weirdly, like
That's
air conditioner is Aacone.
Or like Draqui,
Yeah,
Dragon Quest.
exactly. Monhan.
The new Draqui's out.
Yeah, new
Fucking
Monhan's out.
Japanese. It's like they don't got time for words. And then
They
they have
don't.
a language with fucking 3 alphabets. Maybe that's why they shorten everything.
Well, technically they stole one of them.
Well, yeah. You got, okay.
Whoever invented that language was an idiot. Make up your own alphabet and cut out all the other bullshit.
Well, they took all the previous language and they made up their own alphabet for their own words.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, like, older and, like, more commonly used words are in the old alphabet, and, like, newer words are in the new alphabet.
And then foreign words are in another one.
Yeah. Romaji.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not Romaji.
Oh, that's the Englishization.
Yeah, that's the Englishization.
Bastardization.
Katakana.
Yeah. There's the kanji, hiragana, and katakana.
Yeah.
And then Romaji is the English spelled phonetically out version.
Right.
Which isn't real. It's just kind of for fun.
Just for people learning Japanese and vice versa.
Basically.
Yep.
Yeah, Adam knows everything about learning Japanese.
I wouldn't say everything.
Studied it in college.
I did.
What did you learn about Japanese?
It's pretty hard.
It's a rough language.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Even so, I guess it's not as rough as Mandarin. So.
I actually heard a story about someone going to China and learning Mandarin, and it made me want to learn Mandarin. Just hearing him talking it.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like... I think Mandarin is the closest to, like, an alien language we have.
It sounds really swishy a lot.
It is just really different.
Sure.
It's just really different than every other language. There's so much with word, vowel, like, bending, like, diphthong sounds and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just all, like, man.
It's like
that's
pitching,
a crazy language.
Like, the pitch of it and other things
will
change meaning. It's crazy.
That's cool, though. Good for them. But... also not good for them. Because no one is going to learn Mandarin. They're going to have to learn English. That's the way the businesses there are, though. I mean, a lot of people learn English over there for that reason.
It's true.
Because it's... English is one, basically. As the language of choice.
Weirdly.
Well, scientific language, England...
Computer programming mostly is...
It's pretty much all English.
English, too, yeah.
Well, because we kind of invented everything.
Yeah, pretty
us
much.
in England, basically. I'm of course during the turn of the century. It's Italy and France and Germany. We're all inventing stuff too, but the U.S. was kind of its own force. Mm-hmm. So that's what we get, man. That's our Victor goes the spoils. Victor goes the language spoils, Adam.
Apparently.
Apparently, that's what you say.
Yep.
Yeah, so how's your week been? You ever have a week?
I had a week.
Did you get woken up by a terrifying storm?
No.
I did. This morning.
Really?
Holy crap, that lightning was loud. Apparently the lightning struck a tree down at Lauren's house.
Really?
My girlfriend's parents' house. And they have no power.
That sucks.
Yeah, and the people came out and they couldn't fix it, so they're going to fix it later.
Ooh, that's terrible.
So overnight, no power. Well, how terrible is that?
Pretty terrible.
God damn. Alliant Energy, get your shit together.
Yeah.
Leaving some good, good salt-of-the-earth people without power.
Yep. Felt like you were going somewhere, then you turned sharply.
What?
Nothing.
What do you think of me, Adam?
I don't...
You don't think. That's it. You don't think.
No, I do think.
You don't prepare. You don't think.
I think lots.
Do you? What do you think? Adam?
Uh-huh.
What do you think about?
I think about, like, this crazy new particle they discovered.
Oh, so we're going to science land. Let me see the article that you shared for that. Oh, you didn't.
I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't.
Shared it on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not the Byte Notes 2015 document that we have shared, Adam.
No, it's not.
How am I to read? I can't go on Facebook. My computer will explode.
That's
I
probably
can't open any more tabs.
That's probably true.
I'll never get my computer back, Adam. I've decided.
Yeah. So this way, I don't have to reference the article, and I can just make up whatever I want about it. I don't have to worry about being correct.
Oh, yeah, okay. What's up? Well, Adam, what did they discover, and why do I care?
They found a new fermion.
Okay, fermion.
A particle that makes up matter as opposed to antimatter. Or other stuff, But unlike all of its other fermion friends, it has no weight. No mass, I should say.
No mas?
No mass.
That's what the Mexicans would say.
And it kind of behaves like a electron, if electrons had no mass.
No mas.
We're talking about possible uses in the electronics field.
Where did they discover this?
In a machine.
This is
does,
not at the giant particle machine.
I don't think it is at the giant particle machine. I think it's at another place.
Princeton University in New Jersey.
That place. Yeah.
That's right.
So now you're fact checking
Herman
me.
Weil, 1929.
The Weil.
Hypothesized them.
Yep, they're the Weil fermions. Or
That's right.
whale, maybe. I'm not sure. It's W-E-Y-L.
Yeah, Weil, whale.
Yeah.
You say Weil, I say whale.
Yeah.
We all discover particles together.
Yep.
Together.
It's kind of cool because I guess they work like electrons, but you don't actually have to like worry about some of the same problems with electrons on small scales. Because they only interact with other whale ions or whatever.
They're not sticky, basically.
Yeah, you could say that, and the article probably does.
It doesn't actually. I just made that up. But
Yeah.
electrons are sticky. I know that.
Yeah, they're
They
not
like
sticky.
to latch on to things. Any ion is.
Well,
Really.
the problem is they have mass, so they hit stuff and scatter a lot.
Yeah.
They'll bump into other like stuff, even in the stuff that they're flowing through. You know, they'll hit
Yeah.
other,
So like what you're saying, like for use of like technology, like in a computer, you'd have a wire with the data going through it,
Right.
and the electrons of data, or the electricity that's carrying the data can bump into each other.
or even like the
slows
wire,
it down, basically.
or even the atoms of the wire itself.
Exactly. It keeps it slow.
It's resistance, yeah.
Whereas these guys,
It's as I understand it, which I may not. It's kind of like
well, it's
resistanceless.
just discovered, so
Yeah, it's kind of like resistanceless
Yeah.
electrons. So
yeah. So we're basically talking about electricity being able to move faster,
Yeah.
ones and zeros in a computer being able to move faster.
right.
With less, because less resistance, no electrical resistance is important. That's cool. Good for Princeton.
Totes.
I'm more of a Harvard man.
Are you?
Yeah,
I see.
didn't go to either,
No.
but I'm more
More
of
of
a
an
Harvard
Oxford fellow.
man. Oxford.
Yeah.
Well, I'm more of a Cambridge man.
What?
No,
Pistols at dawn.
that's right. Interesting about Pistols at Dawn.
Yeah.
One of the least lethal forms of duel,
Yeah.
actually. That's did you and I learn that together at some point? I feel like I learned that fact around you.
Probably.
Didn't I? I think I was watching a video where they talked about
I know you told me that.
Pistols at Dawn, or the pistol feud was like super not lethal because guns were super inaccurate, and you really I think only had like one shot. And it would be a draw if both people missed. And usually people weren't shooting for the head, and you'd hit an arm, and the velocity of the bullets was a lot slower, so you probably just, wouldn't, bounce around inside your chest cavity. Just kinda,
That's kind of funny, though, because I thought I heard the exact opposite at some point. Because usually you would win a duel by just drawing blood, and drawing blood was much easier to do safely than shooting somebody in the chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, duels are interesting, huh?
Yeah, I don't know I don't know which one is correct, actually.
Well, we all know
I remember you telling me that.
Japanese duels were worse.
Yeah, those were usually to the death.
Yeah. Trying to think here. Well, let's look
Not
at English.
not always though.
No. I mean, there's a field of honor. If the person relents, you're not going to kill them. They're like, okay, I give up.
You know what's fucking insane?
Yeah. What?
That one guy, I can't remember his other name. It's Musashi, but what's his? He's like the best fucking sword
the Japanese
duelist ever.
duelist. Yes.
What's his first name?
It's
Musashi.
Jappy Musashi.
Oh my god,
Miyamoto Musashi.
is it Miyamoto?
It is. I have the dueling Wikipedia article up.
Okay,
Also known as Shinmen Takezu Miyamoto Benosuke, or his Buddhist name, Nitendoreku.
Yeah.
Expert Japanese swordsman. He was a Ronin.
Yeah. Right. But the dude
Adam,
had
guess what year he was born in?
probably like the 1850s or
Nope,
something.
1584.
1584, shit.
Super old, super old.
Really old.
1850 would have been the Meiji era.
I was
The
thinking
end
a
of the
little-
samurai.
I was trying to
around
think
then.
of before that.
Well, like slightly before.
Well, the thing is, there was more Ronin in those times because...
there were less big old samurai leaders, basically.
Yeah.
Less shogun, if you will.
Right. There was a bunch of people during that time.
Dude, this guy's life was a fucking western.
It
Basically.
is. It's insane. He had
He
like so
literally-
many duels.
Let's go through his life, right?
Okay. Sure.
Miyamoto is born 1584, right? Mm-hmm. At age 7 in 1591, he's taken and raised by his uncle as a Buddhist. Right? 13! And he has not lost a duel. He won like 60 duels. What is it? 60 duels. Over 60 duels, never defeated. 13! First duel! Against some guy's name I'm not even gonna fucking pronounce. Arima Kaihei in Hirafuku and Hyogo Prefecture. He won a duel at age 13. He dueled again, age 15. 16, he fought in the Battle of the Sekigahara as part of the Western Army. It's currently in doubt. Who knows? I mean, there wasn't a lot of written history in 1600.
Yeah.
Let's see here. He has 3 matches with the Yoshioka clan in Kyoto. Beat 3 dudes in matches there. You know? He visits... in 1604, at age 20, he duels with a Buddhist priest trained in the style of... Boy, I can't pronounce that. Let's go to the Wikipedia page for the pronunciation. Doesn't give it to me. It's got a lot of lines over the O's. What does that mean?
I don't know. Oh, it's just longer. It's just a long O that you hold out longer.
Spearmanship.
What was it?
Spearman. Spear priest, right?
What was it pronounced?
I don't fucking know. Hozoyan Ryu.
Hyozan Ryu?
H-O-Z-O-I... Yeah, sure. With lines over the O's, though. And
Yeah.
the U.
Hyo.
Hyozan Ryu. Okay, probably that. Close enough. I don't speak Japanese.
Do you know what Ryu means at the end there?
Yeah, it means fight,
No.
duel,
No.
battle,
Style.
style. I knew that. Just took me a while to get there. All right, moving on. I don't know. He duels around, travels for 7 years from 1605 to 1612. Let's see here. He this duels through his 20s. Fights a lot of guys. His father passes his teachings on to him during this time, right? He believed to have joined the troops of Tokugawa Ieyasu. I don't know. In the winter and summer campaigns at Osaka Castle. Yeah, he fought in a couple wars, traveled around, found a new, guy. Well, check this shit out, right? Comes into the service of Osagawara Tadanana. Wow, I can't pronounce that. In Harima Province as a construction supervisor, right? He's putting his sword down at him for 6 years.
Yeah.
To build as a constructor. Basically a foreman. Put that pillar there, Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Put that pillar there.
Yeah.
Put it there. He dueled some guy at the end of his tenure as a construction supervisor. I'm going to say it was probably because of the construction. Actually, I can look this one up. You've got a little blue link. And it's a link to the city in which it took place and not the person. All right. Oh, no, the person's got one, too. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna guess it was a dispute over the building of the place. Okay, so this is Miyake Gunbei. I will say. I like this. He's a vassal who served Honda Tadamasa, the lord of Himeji Castle during the Edo period. Nothing is known of his early life. His primary notability is due to an encounter with famed swordsman Musashi, which means nothing about this man's life is known other than the fact that he lost a duel to Musashi.
Yeah.
How much does that suck? Anyway, let's tell the story of this fight here. In a few years after Tadamasa established himself as governor of the region, the famous Miyamoto Musashi opened a certain dojo in town, put up a sign that said, Miyamoto Musashi, the #1 adept of the sword in Japan. Wow. Fucking baller.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm the king shit of motherfucking shitterbongers in Japan. Alright. After Lord Honda saw this, in his fury, he ordered his most skilled retainer, Gunbei, to be sent to teach Musashi that he was not truly the greatest swordsman. This is literally some king guy being like, he's not the greatest. Somebody else go fight him. You know what I mean? Like, not even himself or anything.
Yeah.
Miyake then visited Musashi, who kept him waiting for more than an hour. Right? He's sitting in his dojo, watching the folks do their little poses and whatnot. You know, well, and apparently one of those people doing the poses overheard him because there is dialogue that has been recorded here. What an ill-mannered man, keeping me waiting. Me, one of the principal vassals of the fief, whereas he is a warrior without a lord. Can only assume that he laughed. There. This is some bad dialogue. This is from the 1600s. I don't know how much of this is kept to be real. After Musashi came out to see Gunbei, Musashi replied, if I had been informed that the purpose of your visit was for us to measure ourselves against each other in combat, I would have come sooner. Only I was in the midst of playing Go with the guest. He was playing Go. Would you care to come out in the garden where I will beat your ass? No, I'm kidding. He said, I will leave the choice of weapons up to you. Either a real sword or a wooden sword, as you prefer. So he was like, alright, bitch. I'll let you have an out here. I'm just going to hit you in the head with this. You'll be fine, right? Miyake became very irritated after hearing these words, but he recalled through his lord's orders that he was to test the abilities of Musashi's, not to kill him. Okay, so he's like, I got an out here. He said not to kill the guy, so I'm not going to pick the real sword, because I'll kill this guy if I'm, because I'm so good. So he picks the wooden sword, of course. Before their duel began, Miyake cut a piece of bamboo that was within the garden and took it for his own weapon. Oh, shit! This is badass. He was like, I'm not taking a wooden sword. I'm going to cut part of your garden and use it as my weapon. Be badass. The combat ended in an instant, with Gunbei acknowledging that Musashi had lived up to his title. He then passed this information on to his lord. That is the story of the duel. In, what year was that? I don't even know. A year. Adam, there's so many here.
Yeah.
1621. He was 37 at the time, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. He traveled to Edo. He adopts sons, by the way, at this time. He adopted a second son named Iori. I don't know when the first one was adopted because apparently not big enough to be in his timeline. Let's move forward to 1626 when he's 42, when his first adopted son, Mikinosuke, commits seppuku, following the tradition of Junshi. What the hell is Junshi? Is that like shame?
Not sure.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh man, Japan, really? Junshi, known as following the Lord in death. Some side translated as suicide through fidelity.
Yeah.
So basically, whoever Mikinosuke's lord was had died, and he committed seppuku to follow him. Mm-hmm. Wow. Huh? Really? Some bullshit lord dies, and you're like, well, I'm done.
Yeah.
Not Musashi. He didn't have a lord. He traveled. He traveled the earth. Let's see here.
I don't know if it's in here anywhere, but my favorite story of his is the one about the guy who, because later on in his life, people just started challenging him to duels, and he couldn't fucking get away from it.
Yeah.
And I remember one where he challenges this guy to a duel out on an island, or the guy wants to challenge him to a duel. He says, "Yeah, I'll do it at this island," and then he goes and basically times it so that he fucking leaves the dude on the island.
Oh, yeah?
It's just like, I don't want to fight you. It's like,
Fuck this shit.
it's like this is
I'm
bullshit.
motherfucking Musashi.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a pen because I have to write notes about what we talk about, Adam. Vamp for a second.
All right. So yeah,
I did some packing, so my notepad that I usually write episode notes on is.
Oh yeah.
I'm rustling papers to let people know that I've gotten it. So,
Great.
Shut up. You know, I don't need that sass, Adam.
Listen, you asked me to vamp, so that's what I'm doing.
You're not vamping. You're sassing.
I barely had a chance to vamp. You never actually stopped talking.
Well, yeah, because you spent 10 minutes deciding how to start talking. Adam?
I don't think that's true.
Let's talk about the island duel. I also used the time to find this.
Okay.
This was in 1612.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
You don't fucking know.
Well, I've heard it before. I haven't actually read it here, though.
Okay, you haven't read it on Wikipedia, which is the it's not even in his timeline, this one is. But I looked up a Musashi Island duel, and this was the very first thing. So,
Cool.
let's see here. This was against Sasaki Kojiro.
Oh, it's here, yeah.
Yeah. Longtime rival of Musashi, Kojiro was, considered the most challenging opponent Miyamoto had ever faced. There are a number of accounts of this duel, varying in most details except the essentials, such as Sasaki's defeat. Age of him is uncertain. Alright, well, let's go through it.
All right. On April 13th, 1612, Musashi, at about the age of 30, fought his duel with Sasaki Kojiro, who was known as the Demon of the Western Provinces.
Where are you reading this from?
Wikipedia.
What Wikipedia article are you on?
The Musashi one?
Oh, okay. Interesting. Where's this at in the Musashi one?
Pretty far down, I think.
Well, what's the header?
It's literally like duel with Sasaki Kojiro.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. I'm on the Sasaki Kojiro Wikipedia page.
I see.
And I'd like to mention that apparently the young Miyamoto at the time, around 29 years old. These are not completely identical, which is why I was questioning it. So I'd read this one and not. All right, so anyway, let's read the short and sweet version here.
Yeah.
All right, continue.
And this guy, Sasaki, wields a nodachi, which basically is like a longer katana.
What was his name? What was his nickname?
I said the Demon of the Western Provinces.
Oh, I'm just getting back into it.
Yeah.
The demon, the Oni, if you will. Is it Oni as demon?
There are several different ones that kind of translate to... Oni is more like ogre, I think.
Oh, okay.
Whereas, like, maybe Akama would be something like...
Oh, yeah, okay. Akama?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. Nodachi he wielded?
Yes. Musashi came late and unkempt to the appointed place, which
Didn't
is the
dress
island.
up for the duel.
Not at all.
No.
The island of Funijima, which is in the straits that separate Honshu, which is the main island of Japan, and Kyushu.
Yes.
I believe
In
it's
between the two
south
islands.
Yeah.
One of the two. Two of the...
The duel was short. Musashi killed his opponent. He didn't actually leave him. I guess that was something I just heard or put in my head together wrong. But he killed his opponent with a bokken, which is a wooden sword.
That's correct.
That legend says he carved from an ore on the boat used to carry him to the island, which is fucking badass.
Late.
Weaponless. He
didn't
showed up
have a
weaponless.
weapon.
Yeah.
During the boat ride, he carved a sword.
Yeah.
A wooden sword.
Sasaki's supporters thought it was dishonorable and disrespectful, and Musashi's supporters thought it was a fair way to unnerve his opponent.
Yeah, to show up late.
And the other thought, I guess, is that he did it he arrived late to match the turning of the tide, which carried him to the island. And after his victory, he immediately jumped back on the boat and then ran away from Sasaki's enemies. So maybe that's what I was thinking of. There's a bunch of enemies that he had from Sasaki's supporters that he escaped by hopping right back in the boat and fucking leaving right off the bat. Leaving them there on the island.
Yeah, so there's a more detailed account here about this fight. According to the legend, this is legend, so who knows how true it is, because this is obviously seen by a lot of people.
Yeah.
But that's it. According to the legend, he arrived more than 3 hours late and goaded Sasaki by taunting him. When Sasaki attacked, his blow came as close as to sever Miyamoto's chonmage.
I don't know
Which
what
is
that
a
is.
haircut.
Oh, okay.
Possibly his top knot, basically. Ducked, sliced off a bit of the hair. Man, so this guy was a good fighter.
Dude, he was a baller.
Yeah. Well, I'm not talking about Musashi. I'm talking about
the other guy, yeah.
Kojiro. I mean, to come that close to cut someone's hair off,
Yeah, that's true.
that's pretty hardcore. All right, and he came close to victory several times until supposedly blinded by the sunset behind Miyamoto. Oh, okay. Oh, the sun was in his eyes, guys. Miyamoto struck him on the skull with his wooden sword, which was 110 centimeters long.
Yeah.
How far is that in real?
Just over
people
3
term?
feet.
Just over 3 feet. It's a short
It's
little
about
sword.
No, yeah, it's about regular
Shorter
for a
than
katana.
Adachi that he had.
Yeah, shorter than Adachi, but it's about the same size as a katana, I think.
Okay.
Katanas aren't much more than 3 feet.
Yeah, I suppose. A type called... Oh, sorry. Miyamoto supposedly fashioned the long bokken, a type called Subaritu, due to its above-average length. So it's even longer than its typical bokken.
Yeah.
By shaving down the spare oar of the boat, of course. Which he arrived in a duel with his wakizashi.
Which is
Miyamoto
your
had been
short
late
sword.
on purpose in order to psychologically unnerve his opponent. A tactic he had used before in a series of other duels with other swordsmen. Another version of the legend recounts that when he finally arrived, Sasaki shouted insults at him, but Miyamoto just smiled. Angered even further, Sasaki leapt into combat, blinded by rage. Sasaki attempted his famous Swallow's Blade, or Swallow Cut, but Miyamoto's oversized bokken hit Sasaki first, causing him to fall down before he could finish the move. Miyamoto smashed his left rib, puncturing the lungs and killing him. Miyamoto then hastily retreated the boat and sailed away. This was Miyamoto's last fatal duel. All of his other duels were not to the death after this.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Among other things, this conventional account drawn from a couple other people's account has some problems. Kenji Tokitsu discovers a number of obscurities and counterintuitive claims have been identified. I mean, this is a legend, if
Yeah.
you will. Would he really prepare his sword while going to the site? You know, could he have even done it in time, working with the hard wood with his, wakizashi? Mm-hmm. Probably would have tired him as well. Which, I mean, that part of the legend seems very legendy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
He probably just brought a wooden sword with him. You know what I mean? Well, man, this is awesome, man. So even if you're like a fucking, old guy, old fucking swordsman, you still got some shit written about you. Sasaki's favorite weapon during combat with his straight-edge Nodachi with a blade length of over 90 centimeters, which is 2 feet 11 inches, 11.5, almost 3 feet. As a comparison, the average blade length of the regular katana are usually 70 centimeters, which is 2 feet 3 inches. Mm-hmm. It was called Monohoshi Zao, which translates to clothes drying pole.
Washing
Often
pole.
translated into English as the drying pole.
I've heard it as washing pole.
Either way, washing. It's a clothes or laundry washing pole. Despite the sword's length and weight, his strikes of the weapons were unusually quick and precise. So he had like the laundry line, basically. It was so long that it was you could hang clothes out to dry on it. What a badass!
Yeah.
Killed by an oar. Musashi was a baller. That is certain. He died really young, though, I guess. 61?
No, it's
Maybe.
not that old.
Miyamoto
It's during the
Musashi.
time period.
Well, that's a misconception, though. People live to be old in that
There's a
time,
lot of
too.
disease, though.
That's true. He had thoracic cancer, was what to be believed.
There you go.
Based on the description of his death, I guess. Yeah. But what a badass, huh? He also was a painter. There's a couple painting. There's actually a painting here on his Wikipedia page that he painted. How cool.
Cool.
That's pretty awesome. I actually have a paint a painting that this swordsman actually painted way back when. That's pretty cool. Art's awesome when you think about it. How old it is.
Yeah.
Like, this guy did all this cool-ass shit, drew this painting, you know, of a bird on a reed in his free time. What a badass. Right, Adam?
Yeah.
What's your week been up to besides learning about weird particles?
Playing some Assassin's Creed.
Ask Creed 4?
Watching some more Wire with my brother.
Wow, so nothing has changed.
Played some Cards Against Humanity and Drawful and
Okay.
Fibbage with the family.
Little fam trip.
Yep.
Okay.
And might have been something else. Don't quite recall.
Oh, good. You know, you
I
can
bought
take
some
notes
stuff.
during the week
I bought
on
some
the
stuff.
available drive thing so you could have things to talk about, Adam.
Yeah. No, I always have plenty to talk about.
I think the listeners would appreciate it.
No, I always have plenty to talk about.
Do you?
Yeah.
Adam, we'll do the Adam episode next week where you bring all the topics. I'll let you run it.
I'll just ramble for like
Bite 179, the
an hour and
Adam
a half.
cast, part 2.
Yeah.
My God. I have a crumpled up grocery receipt.
Yeah.
It's very long. Let's see what I bought. I don't know what the fuck that is. 12Z Ready DDTR Storm? Man, whatever I got there. It was awesome.
Or Storm.
I know what that was.
It's like a mouse.
No, this is at Cops grocery store.
Oh.
I don't know what a DDTR Storm is. Man, they use some real weird things. Okay, honey, I got bread.
Yeah.
Got Rockstar Recovery energy drinks, 4 of them.
Great.
Yeah. For $6. Pretty good deal.
Cool.
Got some baby Swiss sliced cheese. Some shredded cheddar. Skim milk.
Yeah.
You know how I be.
I do.
You know how I be?
All up in that baby Swiss.
I got some potato crowns up in this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. I got some ice cream.
Yeah.
I got donut holes, and Swedish coffee cake.
Okay, cool.
Some fried chips.
Yeah.
Some delicious potato chips, freshly made. Some smoked ham and buffalo chicken strips. It was a good trip to the grocery store I had, Adam.
Great.
How's that been working out for you?
I actually just ordered some more grocery stuff tonight. And
Look at you. That's
on
awesome.
Yeah.
I still have yet to do that.
Oh, it's great.
I guess I'm lucky because the grocery store I go to is literally on my drive home.
Yeah.
So it's really easy for me to just run in there, grab something on the way home.
But you have to like go in and see people and talk to people.
No, I don't have that problem. That's not a problem.
It's terrible.
Well, is it worth $5 to me?
Yes.
It is. It isn't to me.
Actually, I
guess.
spent more than $100, so it was not
Free?
even. It was free. Yeah.
Wow, you stocked the pantry.
I did. Actually,
So that's like what, 50 frozen pizzas?
no. Actually, a lot of it went to. I got deli meat and cheese for
Ooh.
my sandwiches. So
Make some Sammys.
yeah, that's actually
What kind of
pretty
meat
expensive.
you putting down? I got the smoked ham,
I got some smoked ham. I got some.
Black Forest ham. That's the
Actually,
way to
I
go.
got some regular ham. I got
Oh, wow.
some smoked turkey, and I got some kind of like roast chicken.
All right, you got three meats.
Yep,
Okay.
pound each. And,
Wow, that's a lot of meat.
and a pound of.
Cheese, cheddar,
Ye-
Swiss.
Yeah, Colby
Munster?
and Colby and pepper jack and mild cheddar.
A pound each?
Yeah,
Jesus balls!
yeah,
That is a fuck ton of food.
yeah.
That's way too much meat.
No, listen.
It goes bad in like a week.
No. It'll last 2 weeks.
Okay. Man, I always get
not
like
raw.
I always
I mean-
get the pound and it always goes wrong.
Yeah.
It always takes too long for me to get through it. I guess I don't make enough sandwiches.
Yeah, you just gotta make like 8 sandwiches.
Man, talking
a day.
about a sandwich right now makes me want to make one. I'm gonna eat a
Oh,
sandwich.
I also
after
got
we're done.
lettuce and tomatoes for him.
Nice. Did you buy pre-sliced lettuce or
No, I got.
just
I didn't get
iceberg?
one of the. I didn't get a head, but they have like those stalks that you can get.
the stalks of lettuce?
Yeah,
Adam, what kind of lettuce was that?
I don't know.
Adam, it's probably romaine lettuce that you got.
Maybe
It came in a stalk.
it's not like. It's not like that. It's
You should just get green leaf lettuce, which comes in a bunch of leaves.
that's what I'm
that
talking
are
about. Maybe.
Sandwich sized.
Yeah, that.
That's the easiest. Just
I
make
think that's what I
you-
got.
Make sure that you keep it dry. That's
Yeah.
that's my hint for you.
Yeah.
If you don't want it to go bad, that's when I get my lettuce home, right, Adam?
Mm-hmm.
I get my lettuce home from the store. I cut it up into pre-made like salad, basically sized pieces. But if I want to throw it on a sandwich, 2 or 3 of those fills up a sandwich. But I cut it into pre-sized sandwich, or salad-sized pieces.
Yeah.
Wash it real good. Gotta wash it, and then you gotta dry it because it can't be wet. Because it goes bad faster if it's wet. You want to try and keep it cold and dry.
See, what I did is I just peel it off the stalk and use it.
That's fine. That'll keep it fine. Just make sure it's not wet. Because here's mini rant 1. The motherfucking cops that I go to, that I won't be patronizing when I move, fucking has the weird, we're gonna spray all the vegetables every, fucking 2 minutes
Yeah.
with water, and it's terrible for vegetables to do that.
Yeah.
Because they get waterlogged and they get limp. You gotta just keep them at the right temperature and swap them out. Get a fast turnover.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. I just hate that. I hate sprayed vegetables. They're always soaking wet when you get them home. And you're like, why do I have soaking wet lettuce? It's terrible. Mini rant over. All right. My lettuce rant is ended. Adam? Mm-hmm. Well, that's good. I'm glad. You're cooking a lot more? Or maybe not even cooking, but just
No.
not eating out?
I did get some. I got some lasagna though.
Yeah.
cook.
Oh, yeah?
To heat
Wait,
up
what do you
in.
mean lasagna to cook?
It's like frozen lasagna. So yeah.
So, lasagna to warm up. Got it.
Yeah.
You gotta do, cooking is, yeah.
Listen, if I turn the oven on, it's cooking.
that is not the way it works.
That's not your definition, but that's mine.
No. I've already gone over the definition of cooking.
No, you've gone over your definition of cooking.
No, the definition of
No.
cooking is...
Actually, what is the definition of cooking?
The definition of cooking is not cooking.
No, that's your definition. I'm talking about the actual definition.
I don't fucking know. It's probably vague. It's preparing food. That's probably what cooking is.
Let's find out.
I feel like you need to chop. You need to use a knife. To cut down a vegetable or a piece of a meat into a piece. That's cooking. Or taking raw ingredients and cooking them. How about that?
The practice or skill of preparing food.
What is this from? Wikipedia's definition of cooking?
Google's.
Google's definition of cooking.
Practice or skill of preparing food by combining, mixing, and heating ingredients.
That's right. You have to combine ingredients. So just taking one thing and throwing it in the oven is not cooking. It's heating. That's right. You got to combine ingredients. So, Adam, you know what? You want to cook, Adam? Buy some Parmesan cheese and just shake it on top when you're done.
There
You've
you go.
combined ingredients.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it could also mean to perform or proceed vigorously or well. The band
You
just
got
get up
some
on the
cooking?
bandstand and really cook. So
Yeah, that's right. You could.
I'm considering it in that way. I'm
What?
really.
You're cooking?
I'm
Getting in the oven and getting in the
performing
kitchen and
and-
cooking?
proceeding vigorously and well. So heating up really well. I'm really cooking.
Okay. Yep,
that
sure.
lasagna.
You know what? You're right. Fine. Fair enough, Adam. For you, that's really cooking. For me, that's grabbing a frozen lasagna out of the fridge and throwing it in the oven.
Yep.
That's not cooking. For me.
Yeah.
All right, Adam. That's good. Good for you. I've been trying to eat out way less. So I always end up ordering out once or twice a week, and that's too many times.
Oh,
Or not
man.
even ordering out, but going to restaurants. I go to restaurants too much.
Did we order the Indian food when you were here?
Yeah, we did.
didn't we? Oh my god, that place is so good.
That place is amazing.
Oh my god.
Love Indian delivery. When I
Right
move to
there.
my new place,
Again.
won't have to have it delivered because I will live a
In the
block
restaurant.
away from the best Indian restaurant in Madison,
Swagats.
Swagats, which has a buffet for lunch that's in creds.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I can't wait. Just thinking about the Indian buffet right now.
I know, right?
Ah, it's got me going. Ah, it's got you burping.
It does.
All right.
Love that Vindaloo.
Did you get Vindaloo?
Yeah.
How is it super spicy, or do they cop out and make it
I
less
had mine
spicy?
made medium, which was fine.
Okay.
So it was spicy though. I mean, it was the medium was about as high as I probably wanted to go on it.
Yeah, it's still spicy. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, Vindaloo's super spicy, but I know a lot of those places will be like, "How hot do you want it?" And then if
Yeah.
you get mild, it's like Vindaloo, but it's not really Vindaloo because it doesn't
Right.
have all the chilies in it that it normally would.
They go on like a 5 or 6 scale. I can't remember.
Yeah,
I get a 3, so
yeah.
it's
Get in the
good
middle. That's fine though. You don't want to blow your mind with that.
enough. Oh, exactly. I prefer to actually taste some of it. So
And that place is actually, if I remember correctly, I think I got mine medium as well, and it had a little kick.
yeah,
I forgot what I got. I think I just got
You
like
got curry.
chicken curry.
yeah, chicken curry. I think. Yeah.
That was pretty good. Man, that was good. Oh, just
it
talking
was
about Indian food. Indian food is so good.
Non-bread. Oh,
Bread.
yes.
Oh man, I want to go to the Indian buffet right now, but it is almost 2 a.m. Not open.
Nope.
All right, Adam. Anything else happen this week?
Well, Prime
Prime Day.
Yeah.
I wish I could get that horn. Oh my god, I forgot to look up.
Yeah.
There's got to be a way to get sound effects boards in this Google Hangout. You know what I mean?
I'm sure.
Because there's like apps that you can, attach to it. So
Yeah.
I really do want to get that. Add apps. Ring Central. Bridge conference calls. Soundation. Creating music with your friends. Man, I gotta figure out what these are and find the one that we could doodle with each other.
Oh,
That'd show up on the video.
That'd be a bit much, maybe.
Oh my god. Recent developer. Could build one. I mean, all I need to do is get a soundboard.
Developers.
Developers. You know what? Alright, let's talk about Prime Day.
Yeah.
How was Prime Day, Adam?
Oh man, John, I was so pumped for Prime Day.
Me too! So, I heard about Prime Day and they were like, Black Friday deals be coming,
I
yo.
know.
Like, more than Black Friday. And I'm like,
Yeah.
alright, I'm gonna get some fucking games for super cheap.
I know.
See what they got, I'm in the market for an Xbox, maybe. I don't know. It
Yeah.
depends on what the price is gonna be. Adam, wake up in the morning, early rise. No, I didn't. I woke up at the normal time for Prime Day. But I get in there. I'm sure you were awake when it began then. Was it midnight Pacific?
I was, but I actually did not check.
Oh, you didn't check until the morning? Well, everything was gone then by the time you woke up. Yeah, so, Adam, what was Prime Day? How was your Prime Day haul?
Oh, I did buy 2 things.
You did buy? I bought 0 things
But
in protest.
I'm pretty sure... Well, okay, so I bought 2 things. One of them I did not buy on Amazon.
What?
Because I searched on Amazon for it, and I'm like, hey, I think that's a pretty good deal. And it was an okay deal. There was a better deal elsewhere still, though.
Where did you buy it? It was better than Amazon.
eBay.
What the fuck did you buy on eBay?
Newegg was selling it through eBay.
Okay, what was it?
It was a solid-state hard drive.
You're getting a new hard drive!
Yeah.
Oh wait, so that solid-state hard drive deal that everyone was fucking creaming their jeans about was cheaper on eBay?
I don't know which one they were talking about, so I don't know.
I know a lot of people are talking about how there's this crazy deal on solid-state hard drives.
Oh, great. Now I'm sure I'm afraid I missed out on it, but
I don't think so.
whatever. I paid like $150 for a 500 gig one Samsung Evo, so
Yeah, mine's only $256.
yeah, I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, that's a good deal. Anything else? But that wasn't Amazon. What did you get for Amazon?
I bought headphones. Or a headset, I should say.
And you need to just buy regular-ass $20 pair of headphones.
No.
Why not?
Because I want wireless ones.
Because you want your life to be more complicated?
Because I want to use them for my PS4 as well.
But don't you have those really expensive, awesome PS4
They
headphones
broke.
that cost $100?
They're still broken. I'm using them right now, and half the problem I had was like getting them actually lined up correctly tonight, so they actually fit on my ears because they're broken.
Why don't you just tape them, glue them?
I don't have any glue, and I don't have.
Oh wow, no glue or tape.
Tape.
You'll never could solve that problem.
I should get some tape to tape them, but
You should get duct tape at the minimum.
it's weird though because it's also like broken at the hinge. So
So what you're telling me is your giant melon head destroyed these headphones.
yes, and I'm pretty sure they're going to destroy the new ones too because
I fucking hate that shit.
my head is ginormous.
As a fellow large head. Now, you're larger than me. I have a large head, though. What's your hat size?
I don't even know.
Oh, man. Where's my brewer's
It's
hat?
too big.
I have a fitted cap that I got. I think I'm 7 3/4.
Oh, I think I'm like a 9 or something.
What the shit?
Yeah.
That's way too big.
Yeah, it's big.
The 7 3/4 one I have is even just a tiny bit loose. But it's a good loose. It's like a good hat sitting.
Yeah, I don't know my exact size. I'd have to check. Actually, I don't even think my fedora is really
not a
sized
fedora.
correct. No, it's a
A trilby.
trilby. Thank you.
That's right. Doesn't fit?
It's actually tight now.
Your head's gotten larger?
Well, I bought this like the first year of college.
Well, your head doesn't really get
Also,
larger.
I had a haircut.
A
A haircut might help,
It probably does. Probably makes a
but
big
it's
difference.
still a little bit tight even then. I think.
Yeah. Well, your brain has grown since
It has.
college. You expanded your mind
Exactly.
through drugs and alcohol.
Those things. Yeah.
Yeah. Prime Day
It's accurate.
was a piece of shit.
It was. It was.
What did you buy from Amazon again?
Headphones.
Oh yeah, headphones.
A headset.
How much was that?
I spent $80.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
The normal price is $140.
Oh, $80 headset. Why are you buying the most expensive headsets?
Those are not the most expensive headsets. Are like $250.
So you wanted a Bluetooth headset?
I did. I did not get one.
You didn't?
I got a wireless one. I don't know if it's Bluetooth.
Well, how does it connect to your PS4?
It's really fucking weird. Okay, so
So it didn't really work for the thing that you bought it
I haven't
for.
done it yet. I tried to do it tonight to hook it up to the laptop, but
Yeah. So the $80 thing you bought doesn't work.
on my laptop.
Oh, on I think for $80 or even $140, I would want it to work.
It does work. Just not on my laptop. Well, it works on my laptop too. Even it just,
Well, I mean,
you
for
have
an $80 thing, I'd want it to work. What brand is this?
you have to plug it in. It's Turtle Beach.
Turtle Beach.
Yeah.
What a beach.
You connect the optical out of the PS4 to
To a dongle that comes with it.
to a dongle,
Yeah.
and then that is wirelessly transmitted to your head.
Did you buy the Turtle Beach? What did you buy?
500p.
The 500p.
Yeah.
You know.
Stealth, maybe.
Classic 500p.
They have
Adam-
weird names like that. That's what it's called.
That is crazy. I don't even see that one on here.
It's there.
Oh, there it is. It's the first one that comes when I did Turtle Beach 5. Adam, you want to know how much they cost today?
They cost more than that.
They do. You're right. You did get a deal that didn't immediately be... They're 130 is the list price, Adam. So I don't
Yeah.
know where the 140 you got is.
Whatever.
Would you get the surround sound or the stereo?
I got the surround sound.
Of course you did, because the stereo is cheaper.
Yeah.
Why you wouldn't have bought that, I do not know.
Yeah.
Do you really need surround sound in your headphones, Adam?
Yes.
Sure you do. All right. Why do you need a headset attached to your head, Adam, to record the podcast? You have a microphone that's better.
The microphone
that you're
doesn't
going to
play
be using.
sound.
What'd you say?
The microphone doesn't play sound.
It looks like it's a USB dongle that you plug in.
It is.
Um,
But here's the thing. It doesn't just require the dongle. You have to plug in, like, the dongle works with works with the optical out.
okay.
So it only really works with things that have an optical out, or that you plug in directly with a normal, like, 3.5 inch cable.
Okay.
Or 3.5 millimeter, or whatever the fuck it's
The
called.
customer reviews on this are not so hot.
Yeah, I don't know. I just opened it tonight, and I'm already kind of regretting it.
Adam, you want to know how much the PlayStation Gold wireless stereo headset costs?
Costs like $79 or something.
Yeah. $80.
I know.
Oh, man, I want to get that 20th anniversary one.
They're really good. They
My God.
my-
The PlayStation, it's got the gray and the old PlayStation logo.
They're really good. It just, my head destroys them.
Your head destroys them. What
It's
can you
true.
do?
My head destroys
These
everything.
cost
that's in
way too
contact
much for me
with.
to buy, though.
It's worth it though.
It's too much to ask.
It's really nice.
Ooh, I should buy this charging cradle for how's your PS4 controller doing on battery life?
Fine.
I feel like mine runs out really fast. The
Mine
second
lasts
one,
like
the second
4 or
one
5
that
hours, I think. Maybe more.
The second one that I bought, the blue one that I bought, lasts way longer, I think. Oh, Adam, you gotta buy this one.
What?
The 20th anniversary one that's going to be released on September 30th.
The
It's
headphones?
no, the there's a controller.
Oh yeah.
Original PlayStation Gray with the old PlayStation logo.
Oh, nice.
They look fucking baller.
Yeah.
They cost $65.
Well, the normal ones cost like 60 anyway.
Yeah, I know. It's only $5 more than the regular one, so I'm tempted. Because
When are
you
they
never.
available?
What'd you say?
When are they available?
September 30th. You can pre-order it.
Oh, that's a while away.
Yeah, it is, but it's kind of cool. Better deal than the Xbox One Elite controller, which costs $150 goddamn dollars.
Ah, no kidding.
And you want to know how much they charge for a play and charge kit?
50?
$75.
Jesus.
Oh, it's not even out yet. That's out next week, I guess.
Damn.
They don't have that. I guess they don't have. Oh, they do have AA batteries.
It's so insane on that Turtle Beach site, though, trying to find something that plays like that works with everything you want it to.
Yeah.
Like, I'd like to find one that would actually work with, Xbox and PS4 and PC.
Yeah, well, if they did, then they wouldn't. Wow,
How hard is it to
man.
just find one that has just like a fucking
Look at
wireless
this fucking.
dongle?
Who is buying this shit? This Turtle Beach Stealth 500X is $200 for a headset.
You know what I would pay? I would pay $200 for. There's like I think it's like a Steel Series
Yeah.
something, like one that's like $250 that looks really nice, and also the Astro, like those A50s or
Yeah. You're the Adam. You're the type of person I think would buy Beats headphones.
no, I would not buy Beats headphones because they're shitty.
You're buying Turtle Beach,
So
which is the fucking Beats of headsets.
you know what? Honestly, there is not much in the console game other than Turtle Beach.
I got this Sentley Harmonix Pro real 5.1 USB gaming headset. Apparently.
What is it?
I don't fucking know. It's $40. It's got
Yeah.
4.5 stars from 2,000 customer reviews. Apparently it's nice.
What's it called?
I don't fucking know. It's some weird Senti. Sentey. I don't know. It's probably garbage. It probably
Yeah.
doesn't even plug in. It's probably not even wireless.
I don't think you'd find most things.
Oh, that's true. They aren't wireless.
$40.
But I mean, you don't need wireless.
I do.
wouldn't.
I
I wouldn't
don't-
pay that much extra for wireless.
I would.
Wow.
I'd pay $40 for wireless. Yeah.
Wireless sucks. The batteries run out when you try and record a podcast.
Dude, these things have lasted. They last a long time.
Yeah.
I think I've only run out once, and that's right when I was like playing a long time beforehand.
Yeah. Anyway,
These things last for. They last. We sometimes take the podcast like 3 hours long, and they've lasted with that.
We've never 3-houred it.
We definitely have.
Not 3.
We've 3-houred it.
No. Last one was a pretty long one. 2 hours, 21 minutes.
Yeah. No, but I think there was a time not long after we'd taken a break and came back, I think, and there was like a bunch of like 2.5 hours.
Info dump.
I think there was like a 3-hour one too. Yeah.
Gotta dump it.
We dumped it.
We dumped it good, my friend.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that was a little...
All right. We talked about Prime Day. Yeah, it was a piece of shit.
It was a shit.
I was like, I'm going to buy an Amazon Echo, right? Because I kind of always wanted one.
I think you actually did have good deals on that.
Except for that they were sold out instantly.
Yeah.
And the wait list was full instantly. I mean, it's a fucking Amazon product. Like, honestly, I understand... Like, Black Friday deals having limited availability. But, I mean, that shit was gone before I even woke up. You know what I mean? Like, nothing was available in the morning. It
honestly,
was crazy.
You were saved, though, because Echo seems like a product that... Why would you even want that?
Because it's cool.
It's not that cool.
It was only $130.
What does it do?
It's like a wireless assistant.
Yeah, it's like Siri. Why would
It is like Siri, but it's like...
You already have... that on your phone.
No, but this is different. This is...
How?
Well, it's connected to your home.
How?
You have, like, Nest lighting.
You don't
can
have
tell
Nest
it to do that.
lighting. You don't have any of that shit.
No, but if I did...
But you don't. Well, why would you pay $130 something you already have on your phone?
Well, not even that. No. Because it connects to Amazon Prime Music.
Uh-huh.
So you'd be like, play me some Michael Jackson.
You mean like
Alexa
I can on my phone?
Says back. No, but... You don't have... Okay.
If I have a Bluetooth speaker, I could do that for much cheaper.
Well, yeah. But, I mean, a Bluetooth speaker, a nice one's going to cost you $40-$50 anyway.
Well, that's less than $130, and I can still do the Siri thing on my phone saying,
but
play this.
Could you ask your Bluetooth speaker what the weather was going to be like?
I could ask Siri what the weather's going to be like.
Okay, here's the cool thing that you can do with Alexa, too. You can be like, Alexa, order me an HDMI cable. And it will order you an HDMI cable.
I don't trust a fucking voice assistant to order me shit.
Oh, no, it doesn't. Like that. Look.
Then what does it do?
Okay. I'm just going off what I've been told. But it usually will go through previous things you've ordered, and it will ask you if, list out the giant long name of whatever it is, of what you've ordered in the past, and then it'll be like, do you want another one of these? And you say yes, and it sends an order. I mean, you can always cancel an order if it's wrong.
That's great if you've already ordered it then, I guess. But if you
fucking badass. It's good for reordering shit, man. You order coffee filters through Amazon. You're just like, I need more coffee filters.
Just set up a subscription for those.
Don't need to subscribe. I can talk to my computer assistant, Adam.
For $130.
Fuck yeah, man. Dude,
I'm
awesome.
sorry. I just do not see the
Alexa,
value of that
wake
thing.
me up at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, you mean like I do with my phone every day?
Well, yeah. But it doesn't talk back to you with a sassy voice.
It does, actually.
No, it doesn't. It talks with a weird British voice.
Well, mine does, because I said it
for some reason, you Anglophilically turned on to be British UK voice.
Right.
And then you were like, why does it not understand me? And I was like, because you're not using an English accent to say things. So it doesn't understand you.
It does when I use an English accent now, though.
I know, which is amazing. It's serious forcing you to use an English affectation to understand things.
That was my choice, though. People can have their own sassy.
Oh, shit, man. It's like you have a Jeeves. I don't know. It just seemed cool. I've heard a lot of reviews of people saying it's neat. They ask what the weather is, and it talks. Well, but it's different, though, because the phone, it's visual. With this Alexa, you literally
Siri
be
talks
like...
back, too.
I know, but you don't have your phone with you. You're just doing shit in the house.
I always have my phone with me.
And yell, Alexa, what's the weather like outside? Be like, 50% chance of rain, sir. That's right. It sounds badass. Anyway, I wasn't able to buy one. Because, man, so I signed up for the preview program for that, right? And I got in, and they were $99, right? Half off, because I think they retail at $200. $99, right? I was like, sweet. I look at it, and they were sold out through July, and this was like February. And I was like, well, I guess I don't want to pay money now to get something in 6 months, or to, like,
Yeah.
pre-order something for 6 months from now. I want to fucking buy it and have it show up.
Usually,
Like,
if you pre-order stuff through Amazon, though, they don't actually take it out till it ships.
Either way, I don't want to like wait until July when I forget about it and have a $100 charge.
Oh,
I'm
right,
like, where the
right,
fuck
yeah.
did that come from? But anyway, yeah, and so 129 was close to that price point. But then they were like, okay, we got a second round of invites, and it was 150 in the second round. It was like, fuck you, Amazon. God damn it. And then this one's 130. And then the Prime price now, you know, for Prime members versus regular people
Yeah.
is 180. So they just keep raising the price on this thing, and it makes me not want to get it more and more. I don't know. But you know those Amazon Prime buttons, right? They have that you can buy?
Prime buttons?
Yeah. Prime pantry button?
Not a... Oh, yeah. You can put them on stuff, and then you can, hit the button when you need to
That's
order more.
fucking awesome.
It is...
Amazon Dash button.
That seems like a weird way to do that, though.
Dude, I want to... You know what? I'm going to sign up for this shit.
I don't... That's a bit much.
I'm signing up right now.
All right, go ahead. But,
All right, go ahead. It's free, though. You get invited, it's free.
but I don't see the...
All right, then.
Once again,
I get a bounty paper towels button. I go into my closet. I'm like, or toilet paper button. I'm like, shit, I only got one roll of paper towels left. Hit a button. Orders it for you. How fucking sweet is that?
That's cool, but then you need like a different button for everything.
Well, yeah, but they're free. They send them to you for free.
But like, I don't know. I don't want like 100 buttons.
I do,
for
man.
different
You
shit.
put it right next to the closet where it is. Dude, I'm going all in. Getting wipes, you know, bounty paper towels, toilet paper, Clorox disinfecting wipes.
Okay, so what if you have multiple people in the household though, and they're like 3 people hit the button, and then
If you order it, Adam, right? So I already read all about this. So you can order it once, right? And you set up whatever, you know, how much you want it to order each time.
yeah.
And if you hit the button multiple times, it won't send it another one until the next one has been delivered.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So it waits until you have a confirmed delivery before it allows you to hit the button again. I mean, you can hit the button, but nothing will happen.
Okay.
So, yeah.
It doesn't just keep stacking them up behind, like...
Exactly.
Okay, good.
Yes. So you just have your, like, set amounts. Like, I want 2 packages of you know, paper towels when I hit the button. And then, you know, hit the button, 2 papers show up, and then the button can be used again. It seems cool. I don't know. It's like, seems kind of useless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also kind of fun just for me to be able to go home and, like, literally touch a button and have something show up, like, 2 days later.
Well, it's like you said, like for toothpaste, or like for, you know, yeah, something like toothpaste or
Some bullshit.
toilet paper or stuff like that. It might be kind of
Yeah.
handy for. But
Well, anyway, I just want to try it because it seems fun.
it just seems unpractical to have a button for every different thing in your house.
Well, I just want to try it because it seems really fun.
Yeah.
That's about it. All right. So we talked about Amazon Prime Day, which was just basically Amazon Garage Sale Day. It was like literally a clearance rack. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I think what happened with this Prime Day was that they were like, okay, we got a lot of backed up bullshit merchandise that nobody's buying, right? Like a big stock of garbage, like fucking baby wipes and diapers and fucking off-color toenail, you know, polish, like all this weird shit that nobody's buying. And they're like, let's trump up a big sale called Prime Day and call it like the next Black Friday. Put a couple of Amazon things like, you know, Kindles and stuff on sale. I would have bought a Kindle Paperwhite, but it wasn't on sale. Only the, you know, the shitty Kindle was, you know, $20 off or $30 off. Not a huge deal. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
all right, $50 for a Kindle, decent price, but not mind blowing. You know, $30 for a Kindle, and I would have been maybe, even though I already have 2 tablets. I already have a Kindle, actually. What am I talking about? I have a Kindle Fire,
Yeah.
which I got during the Christmas sale, which was the exact same price that the Kindle Fires were on sale this time, which was a really good deal, I would say. And I love it. I use it to read books. I have 2 tablets. I got my book tablet and my playing games on to reading internet and watch a video tablet. It's good. But Prime Day sucked. It was like, all right, let's throw this together, and it was garbage. And boy, the internet was not happy.
No.
A lot of backlash for Prime Day.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was like it wouldn't have been so bad if they wouldn't have trumped it up so much, you know?
That's true.
Like, they literally, like, trumpeted it as, like, this Black Friday in July, and it ended up being, oh, some Amazon stuff's on sale, but it's already sold out. And then a bunch of really weird, random stuff that I'm not going to sift through, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There were a couple game deals. I almost bought Elder Scrolls Online. So I think it was $30.
I think they're going to have isn't that going to be free on PS4? Or?
It's not free. No.
No?
It's $60. No subscription required.
Oh,
for the
no
console
subscription.
versions. Yeah.
Okay.
There's just, you just buy it, and then you can play.
Like Guild Wars.
Yeah, like Guild Wars. I think you can buy stuff in the game, like, but the base game, which is probably a ton of content, is, $60
Yeah.
one time. And I heard it was not great, I guess. There was no, like, urge to buy it, and I was like, do I really need to spend $30 on this? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm really tempted to buy the game that's on sale on PS4 this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
And maybe I'll ask you if you might be interested in buying it as well for us to play together.
What's
The
that?
Borderlands Handsome Collection.
Oh.
That's Borderlands 2 and Borderlands the Pre-Sequel bundle on PS4. $30.
I might be up for that.
Man, I was tempted. I may buy it still. I just... Because I kind of like Borderlands 1, you know? I haven't played 2 at all.
Neither have I.
We should do it.
Yeah.
I'd like to play a game online.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't own any games that I play online.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, Adam. Do you know what I did all weekend?
Played Rocket League?
Fucking Rocket League! It is so fun! Oh my god. Adam, you know me. You've played games with me.
Yeah.
Now, do I get worked up when I play games sometimes?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes. Have you known me to smash a controller?
I've known you to do actions that might lead to the destruction of controllers.
I have thrown my controller because of Rocket League multiple times.
Yeah.
And it's not because... Well, sometimes it's because I do stupid shit. Most of the time is because, man, some of the people playing that game are awful. I've played a match, Adam, right?
Yeah.
We lost, I think, 9-2, right?
Mm-hmm.
They had a total, right, of 3 goals. No, I'm sorry. I'm selling it way too short. 5 goals. Which means 4 of their goals were scored off of our own team hitting our own ball into our net. It was horrible. It was like everybody just like... And that's kind of the way the game is because it's so... And I know you'll never play it because, it's cancer to you apparently. But the controls are so much fun because the game is so zippy. Like you go from like 0 to 60 in like half a second. Like you just bam. And you get double jumps and rocket boost jumps. Mm-hmm. So it's so much fun to just jump and flip around. I think people just like to jump and flip around at the ball without realizing what direction they're going sometimes. And it's horrible. It's like, oh my god. Just wait for the ball to land and hit it. Don't like flip up into the air and back flip it into our own net. It's not good. Anyway, Rocket League continues to be amazing. And the game is like taken off.
Yeah,
Like,
I heard there were some troubles because everybody was trying to get on at the same time.
Yeah, the servers are crazy because they had like 200,000 concurrent users, which is crazy for this like little studio that made this game.
Well,
really,
it was like a PS Plus free game. So.
exactly, which was a great call.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if they probably don't make full price, for PS Plus. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming it's some sort of co-deal where, PlayStation probably pays them per each download, you know what I mean? And it's probably less than what it would be, you know what I mean, if it was full price. I'm assuming the game's probably $15 maybe, 20, 15, 20, probably 15, because it isn't super complex, you know what I mean? There's like 5 arenas, like 15 different cars, and it's just, they all handle exactly the same, so... It's just kind of, window dressing on the core concept. But the gameplay in Rocket League is why it's so good. It is so tight. And so... There's just something something about that game. It has like that spark where it's just like you just want to keep playing, and it's something to do with like maybe the match length is 5 minutes. So matches are really quick. You know, when you win a match, you unlock something. You know, it's from rims or paint job or, you know, just it's really cool because you're always unlocking cool little bling to throw on your, you know, little car. And matches are fun, and even if you're not that good, you know what I mean, Adam? You know, you've played sports before, and if you're not that good, but, you know, you kick, you know, the ball from halfway across the court and it goes in the goal, you still feel awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're like, man, I suck at this, but I fucking backflipped that ball into the goal that one time, and it felt good. So, actually, I think on YouTube, my best game so far, Rocket League, is now on my YouTube channel. Because I was using the PlayStation sharing, which is like the coolest feature, FYI.
It's pretty neat, yeah.
It's good. It's just interesting, like how the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One have all this like streaming capability. Mm-hmm. And it's just awesome. You know what I mean? Just to come default. Like, great call. Both sides. So play a lot of Rocket League. Boy, I did a lot of packing, right? And I found my DS, my original DS, and all my original DS games.
Yeah.
And I played a bunch of games.
Really?
Let's see. I played a bunch of Professor Layton. I forgot how much I liked that game. Solving matchstick puzzles. That's a really fun game. Really weird when you think about it, Adam. Do you know anything about Layton?
Not really, other than like there's this professor guy and a small kid, and they solve puzzles together.
His young ward.
Yeah.
So like this, you go to a town and you're tasked with, you know, inspecting something in the town. I think talking to some lady, and then there's a murder, and you have to like uncover the murder. The idea is like you talk to someone, right? And they're like, hey, I might have some information for you, but first solve this puzzle for me. Here's a bunch of matchsticks. Move them in 2 turns from this rectangle into a triangle shape. And then I'll tell you about this murder. And it's like, what? Like, what kind of person are you? Making me do this weird logic puzzle? Like, time is of the essence. I don't know. I like that game though because the puzzles are really kind of fun and they're all kind of like logic puzzly and just neat. Big fan. And I also played. So I have the ability, Adam, legal or not, to play Japanese DS games on my old DS.
Yeah.
You know, legal or not, to do that.
Right.
And I played a Wendon and a Wendon 2. You know a Wendon?
Not really.
Adam, let me teach you the beauty of a Wendon. You know what that means in Japanese?
I'm guessing the O part maybe is king, but I don't know the rest.
No. Osu Tatake Wendon. Right?
Okay.
A Wendon means cheer squad.
Okay.
Sometimes referred as a Wendon. A rhythm video game. Developed for the Nintendo DS. And so you're basically... The concept of Wendon is... You basically are the cheer squad, right? You go around these sweet... so this came out in the U.S. as Elite Beat Agents.
Oh, yeah.
The first one. But I wanted to play a Wendon and a Wendon 2 because they are basically another... Because I love the game so much, right? And the gameplay is just really fun. That I wanted to play it again with new songs. So, like... and I want to tell you, the Elite Beat Agents soundtrack is incredible. Want to know some bangers off this one, Adam?
Sure.
We got some Avril Lavigne, Skater Boy.
Oh,
right?
Wow. Yeah.
Queen's I Was Born to Love You. Sum 41, Makes No Difference. Right?
Okay.
Adam, I got one for you. I picked out one specifically for you.
Okay.
Stray Cats, Rock This Town.
All right.
All right? We've got Village People with YMCA, Earth, Wind, and Fire with September. You know September, right?
I think so, yeah.
All right. We've got Jamiroquai with Canned Heat. Material Girl by Madonna. Ashley Simpson song. Good Charlotte, the anthem. Let's Dance, David Bowie. Right?
Okay.
Chicago, You're the Inspiration. Hoobastank, Without a Fight. Check this out. We also have got the Rolling Stones with Jumpin' Jack Flash as the boss fight. And you can unlock Cher's Believe, Jackson 5 ABC, Destiny Child Survivor. Great fucking game, Adam. I absolutely love this game. This is a 5 out of 5 game.
Okay.
Because it is like a really weird, like, rhythm action game where you're basically like, so the way the gameplay works is there's like little buttons that show up with numbers on them on the touchpad, and they have little circles that are closing on them. And when the circle closes with the beat of the music, you have to tap the circle, and you just kind of go across the screen tapping the circles in time with the music. And then there'll be like a circle that's in like a little line, and you have to tap it and hold it while a little ball rolls across the line, you know? And it's just all rhythm tapping game. But on the top screen, basically you're solving this person's dilemma, right? So like it's like, for instance, like in one of them, there's like a director who's like, I've got to direct this, Indiana Jones style film, and I'm having trouble. And so he's like, I need the cheer squad, and they yell, "Oh, and on," or "Elite Beat Agents," and you show up in your sweet ass pompadours and suits, and you give them the cheer, and you basically do like choreographed cheers while you're tapping the things. And on the top screen, you see like the movie being directed brilliantly, and like if you tap well enough, like, good things happen on the top screen. Or if you fuck up, for instance, the Indiana Jones ripoff movie, like the rolling ball will crush Indiana Jones in a scene, you'll get an X, so you didn't pass that part of the stage.
So it's kind of a lot like Parappa the Rapper, or
yeah, a little bit, yeah, but not like hitting buttons, but tapping parts of the screen.
Yeah.
And it's really something about the way that game works on the DS is just really fucking tight. Like the tapping feels really good for a rhythm game, because you're kind of like tapping it like a drum, Mm-hmm. It's just really fun because and then the Japanese version's got a lot of Japanese songs in it. It's completely different, so it's like more of the game, but with new songs basically. Let me see if there's any English songs in this. I don't think so. I think it's all Japanese bands. Yeah. Asian Kung Fu Generation.
Yeah.
They're in the first one. And then Wendon 2 I've been playing as well, which there's 2 dueling teams. It is, Adam says, a very Japanese title. Do you want to know the Japanese translate? Let's see. It's Moreu, Niketsu, Rizuma, Damaishiosu, Tatake, Wendon Su.
Wow.
Which is... Let's go, hot-blooded rhythm spirit. Yeah, fight, Cheer Squad 2.
Wow.
Which is a great name for a game.
Yeah, I'll say.
Fuck yeah. I guess it... so the sequel game has a lot of the gameplay improvements to the Elite Beat Agents, which is the kind of... Yeah, which is basically the... American version of the game, which is basically completely different. Like the story, the animations, the language. It's no songs are shared, so it's like its own game. So it's pretty cool. So there's basically like 3 games. And it's pretty cool, and there's a lot of great songs in that as well. And I fucking love this game. Something about it, like just doing these weird. Cheer squad animations with a person above you who's like a hairstylist is like cutting hair furiously and giving people hair there's like a episode or an issue, like an episode or a section song where you're in a hairstylist place and he's going against a rival shop that opened across town and this Navy guy comes in and he gives him this crazy haircut that looks like a naval ship. Like a pompadour that looks like a naval ship. Or, this lady comes in and she gets a haircut that looks like a swan, like a beautiful swan on a lake. It's just ridiculous, like stupid, ridiculous, like anime cutscenes going on. And I don't know. What a wacky, fun game. Like, the DS was an incredible system.
Yeah.
Because it just had so many of these cool, weird, different games, that don't really, come out anymore, I think. I feel like... I mean, that's kind of not true, though. I feel like the indie games are bigger now, which kind of have filled up that void of the weird, wacky, pushing, like, the limits of genres and things. And the indie games have really taken up that. So I think there's maybe more. You see a lot less of the big, AAA or AA type games making the risks.
Yeah.
Like putting out Owendon, a fucking rhythm action tapping game about a bunch of cheerleaders, like male cheerleaders. I don't know. Fun game though. So I popped that out and played a bunch of those.
Cool.
You playing? You just played Assassin's Creed?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, good chat. You don't have anything to say about that?
Same old. Going around murdering people with blades. Going around fucking people up with my ship. My ship is pretty awesome now.
Okay. Got any good shanties?
I've got more shanties than you can shake a stick at.
All right.
Although I am frustrated that they only seem to sing the same 5 over and over again. I don't know why that is. I've got like 30.
You got to get that shanty rotation up.
But I don't know how to... I don't think there's any way to get the rotation
You know how to do that?
No. Don't know how to rotate my shanties.
Oh, you got to fix that up, man.
I don't think there's a way to do it. There's a way to turn shanties off. There's a way to turn them on.
Okay.
No way to just, choose, as far as I know.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you'll figure it out, Adam. I have faith in you.
Yeah.
That's it? Nothing else? We can move on. We got plenty of other stuff.
I got the Templar armor.
You got the Templar armor?
Yeah.
Nice. You got it?
Yeah, I did 5 different Templar.
Did you happen to try out Witcher?
Not yet, although I did
the
see
patch dropped.
It patched it like just a couple days ago, or yesterday,
All right.
I think.
I
So-
played it, Adam, right?
Oh, yeah?
Did you have an issue with the movement controls at all before?
Not really.
Okay, right? Me neither. I worked with it. Switched them.
It's way better.
It is not that different, but it is way better.
Oh, okay.
Like, what I can say is basically the issue with The Witcher's controls, and actually there was an interesting kind of dissection of the game development that came out, I believe, in some news
It
reports.
feels kind of like a lag, is what it feels
That
like.
supposedly there was a big internal battle in the development team between the movement. People wanted it to be animation-based and realistic. And other people were like, you got to make it control better because people are not going to like it. Even if it is realism, people are going to not appreciate it. You know what I mean? People will just be like, I don't like the way this feels.
I heard people got fired over that, too.
Yeah, it was crazy because it was the number one bad sticking point. But to be fair, the game still sound like fucking ballers.
Yeah.
Because, like, I think the June NPD came out and it was in the top 5 still. So that game's still racking it up. And it's a great game.
It is,
The changes are so minor, but so much. The game just feels better. I played probably about an hour of it today just to try out the movement controls. And my God, when you hit the stick, you start moving.
Oh,
right?
wow.
There's like not that. There's still a slight lag, but it more feels like not like the movement is there. I don't know, but like your momentum starts. But the key is when you stop moving the thumbstick, your guy stops on a dime now.
Oh, that's great.
So it feels like before, you like let off the stick and the guy does like the 1 or 2 steps to finish his
like
animation.
a stumble kind of thing.
Yeah, it just kind of feels a little bit swimmy. You know what I mean?
it's the momentum thing, like you said. Like it feels like there's momentum, like both starting up and slowing down, which is understandable, but also it makes it annoying when you're trying to stop
it's
quickly
less fun
and
to
you run
play.
into shit and
Yeah. And it didn't really affect the combat too much,
Yeah.
It just kind of made walking around kind of janky sometimes.
Probably makes
and you're
turning
like,
around a lot easier, I bet.
Yeah. It's not a huge change, but it definitely feels way better.
Yeah.
Like, highly recommend. And all you do is go in the gameplay, switch it to alternate control style or movement style, and it just, it doesn't really feel... I flipped back and forth a few times, and it feels not crazy different, but just enough for me to be like, that's just better. Like, like, why wasn't it this way? Like, obviously they could have done it this way, you know? Like, the game was in development for this long. Like, and you know, the rumblings inside there was definitely people saying it should be this way. And eventually they were just like, fine, give them the option, you know? And I think that's going to bring people back or maybe, you know, people that buy the game might be not turned off, you know, from that.
Right.
It really wasn't that bad to me, but, you know, it was
one of those things where, for me, it was like the first, you know, 10 or 15 minutes, it was like, And then after a while, I just like...
You get used
adapt,
to it. Yeah. But it just does feel better, so I would definitely recommend that. And that's good on them for realizing, you know, and that's great developer support, you know what I mean? Like, they really need to go back and fix that? No, but they did.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they appreciate how much people have liked the game and how well it's sold, you know?
They always seem to be really stand-up guys about that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Good for them. All right, Adam, we got to move on.
Okay.
Adam, I got a list I want to go through.
Okay. That'll probably be our last thing, I imagine.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I got a rant, but I'm going to have to wait a week.
Yeah. You already did a mini rant, so we're fine.
I'm a mini rant on this quick. I'm going to tease it for next week so people are ready. I can get more stuff. Organic foods are bullshit.
Yeah.
And GMOs are great. I only thought of it because I recently listened to an awesome episode, and you can find this, of Neil deGrasse Tyson's Star Talk podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Bill Nye was on there, and he talked about how he changed his mind on GMOs.
Oh, yeah. I think I mentioned that before, didn't I? About how he said he'd been against GMOs. He just kind of thought it was kind of fishy. Then he actually went and
learned about it?
Yeah, he like went to Monsanto and looked at all their shit, and he's like, oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
And he was fine.
Well, the bottom line is organic foods are worse for the environment.
Yeah.
Which seems contradictory, but when I lay the evidence out, it will only make sense.
I don't doubt it.
Well, you know, since they're organic, they just you need more land, more water, more fertilizer, and more pesticides.
Because all the things we do to make it take less resources is not there.
That's exactly what his argument was. It's like, in a world of 12 billion people, we're going to need to have genetically modified organisms to feed everyone. Yeah. No way around that.
Okay.
But anyway,
that's next week.
I'll go into that next week. More into that next week, because it is a thorny issue that I think a lot of people are misinformed on. Number one misinformation: organic food uses pesticides.
Yeah,
you're not going to plant food
pesticides
and not use herbicides and pesticides. It's just they use organic ones, which are less tested. But anyway, moving on, we've got the top 50 best RPGs on PC, Adam.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm going to go through all 50.
All right.
If we don't know about them, we're not going to talk about them.
Okay.
50. Hand of Fate.
I don't know.
Came out this year, apparently.
Yeah.
It's a role-playing game. Kind of like a card game /
Oh, yeah.
hack
I
and
think I
slash
actually
game.
saw it's on like a Steam sale or something.
Yeah, supposedly I heard it was kind of nice, especially if you like D&D and other pen and paper RPGs, kind of similar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess it's got like a narrator dungeon master kind of thing and invisible dice rolls. I don't know. Sounds kind of neat, but number 50. I've heard some criticism of this list that it really skews towards newer games, which was kind of weird for Rock, Paper, Shotgun, where I'm getting this list from. Because they're a PC gaming website that's pretty... These are all PC games. So these are top 50 best RPGs on PC.
Yeah.
So let's move on. Apparently there's a game in 1987 called Dungeon Master. I don't know. First-person RPG. Those old... You ever play those first-person RPGs?
Not really.
Not a fan.
Neither am I.
It always feels like a maze simulator to me.
Yeah, exactly.
I never like...
It's too much maze, not enough...
there's that first Risen game, right? 2009?
Yeah, I know nothing about that.
It was famously known for being lousy and awful. But apparently, I guess if you play it, it goes real crazy. Like, really goes for it.
Wasn't there, like, pirates? A pirate one?
Strangeness. I don't know.
At some point?
Let's move on.
Okay.
Number 47, Diablo 2, which is way too far down on this list.
Yeah.
That's a top 25, at least. That's got to be in the top half.
You would think.
I mean, Diablo 2 changed the way games are. I mean, when you
Yeah.
look at Borderlands and all these loot-based games, it's, World of Warcraft, Diablo. I mean, World of Warcraft, took a lot from Diablo with the colored different loots and stuff. I never really played a lot of Diablo 2.
Neither did I. It was a little too old.
Yeah,
I was
believe
playing.
I had a copy, and I played like 5 minutes of it. I never really got into it. Wow, number 46, Racketeer. Oh,
Item Shop's
I
Tale.
like that. Good for them. Thanks for putting that on there. I like that game. You're an item shop owner, basically, for an RPG. It was really kind of cool. Like the way the story worked was you're a shopkeeper at an item shop for a bunch of adventurers, and you would sell items and figure out like, okay, potions are going to sell good today, and put a bunch of potions out, and then throughout the day adventurers would come in that go around the dungeons in the area and buy stuff off you, and then the other half of the game was you would play as those adventurers, and they would get money to spend at your shop, and it was
That's cool.
kind of a really cool game. It's on Steam, and it's I think really cheap. Like I think I got it on sale for like $5. Really fun, kind of neat. Recommend. 42, 45, Space Rangers 2, whatever that is.
Never heard of it, yeah.
44, Pool of Radiance, a 1988
Sounds familiar, but...
SSI Dungeons and Dragons rule set game.
Oh,
It's a Dungeons and Dragons. Baldur's Gate.
okay.
Must be from that Forgotten Realms.
I actually think
maybe?
I have that on...
Set in the Forgotten Realms, yep.
I think I have it on GOG.
Alright. Torchlight 2, which is rated higher than Diablo 2 for some reason.
I have never played Torchlight 2. I played the first one.
I played the first one a fuck ton.
I did too. And I have the second one, but I never actually played it.
Alright, we got Brogue,
Makes me sad.
which is apparently in 2009, which is basically an ASCII roguelike.
Ugh, really?
Yeah, so I guess it came out in 2009, and it's kind of like the old classic NetHack, rogue games, right? But it adds mouse controls and things.
This makes the top 50.
But it has the cool ASCII art style. Yeah, it's weird because it came out recently. Like, I feel like there's probably 50 classic games, and you don't need to put these in here. But I guess they're throwing that in there. Eye of the Beholder 2, Legend of the Dark Moon.
Yeah, that's a D&D one, I think.
I guess. This article says the Eye of the Beholder games are a bit like the Saturday morning cartoon version of Dungeon Master. So a little bit more flashy looking, a little bit less grim.
Okay.
Let's see here. That one's not on GOG even. Darklands from Microprose in 1992. Never played that. Betrayal at Krondor from Sierra Online.
Betrayal at Krondor?
Yeah, 1993. It was based on the Rift War novels. I believe I have this one on GOG. I haven't played it. I think I got it as part of like a giant pack. Came with like a ton of Sierra games.
Not.
I think it was like a humble bundle, something like that. I don't know. It's kind of like those 1993 RPGs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I never really played it. Wizardry 8 for some reason. 2001. That's a game.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Wasteland 2, which
I
came
tried
out
to play
last
that.
fall, apparently.
I bought that this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I bought it on GOG. They had like half off.
Jesus Christ. That was $3 million they got in crowdfunding?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
For like a game that's based off a series that I doubt $3 million worth of people heard about. I think there was just such a dearth of Fallout-style games that people were like, oh man, a Fallout-style game.
Well, this
I
is a
kinda wanna play
CRPG.
that.
It's a lot like...
No, I know, but I mean, the original Fallout was a CRPG.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, they were like, we're not going to get anything like that, so let's back this. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Ooh, Shadowrun Dragonfall. I played the hell out of it. I have that on my tablet.
I have Shadowrun on my computer, but I have not played the recent DLC stuff like Dragonfall or...
No, I think, isn't Dragonfall the first one? I think
No.
that's the... Oh, it isn't?
There's the first one is just Shadowrun.
Oh, no, it's like Shadowrun something. It's like Shadowrun Returns. Shadowrun Returns.
Yeah, Shadowrun Returns.
Yeah, I heard Dragonfall's really good.
There's also like a what's like a China one or something, or Shanghai.
Yeah, those are cool though. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, we got Neverwinter Nights 2 at 35. I should probably be naming the numbers here because I kind of stopped.
Probably, yeah.
Nah, I never. Do you ever play Neverwinter Nights? The first
I have
one?
this on GOG, but I've never played it.
Okay, I have this one. I think too. It's D&D based. Like dice rolls, like in the background, like 3.5. So, bam, follows it. It's kind of cool, actually. Mm-hmm. There's that Darkest Dungeon game that came out in 2015. A lot of games that have come out in the last 10 years on this list.
I own this one too, but I've not played it.
This is kind of crazy.
I own a lot of these games, and I have not played them.
This list is mostly games that came out in the last decade.
These games are mostly games on my list that I've not.
Which is weird, considering like computer RPGs are some of the like original computer games.
Well, it's kind of weird because there's a bunch of old ones and there's a bunch of new ones, but there's not a lot in between.
This is a fucking bullshit list. Man, Darkest Dungeon, right? 2015 came out, right? This game is still in early access right now.
No, it's not anymore, I don't think.
Well, that's what it said when they wrote this.
Yeah, that may be, but I'm pretty sure it's actually not anymore.
This was written this week, so
what?
Pretty sure it's still in early access.
I have it. I didn't think.
Well, you can buy it.
Yeah,
but it's still in early access.
I didn't think it was.
This is great. Again, it's still in early access, so it's all theoretically subject to change. Which is why I put it on my top 50 RPG games of all time list.
Right.
What? Oh, anyway. All right, let's move on to a game that actually belongs on the list and probably near the top 10. Number 33, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim.
Yeah.
That game is fucking amazing.
This game is amazing.
It's like Oblivion, but better.
Yeah, I don't know why this is... I assume Oblivion's
33, not even the top half. Skyrim.
Yeah.
And this is a newer game that I agree with being in the top 50. I mean, Jesus Christ. Who wrote this? My God. All right, we got another game that also belongs on the list. Titan Quest, Immortal Throne. From 2007. You ever play Titan Quest?
Once again, own, have not played.
Fucking great game! It's like Diablo, but since it's 2007, it's got, 3D graphics that are really nice, for 2007.
Yep.
And it's got a really cool theme. It's like a kind of like Greek myth, like theme. So you're running around in like a Greek-style countryside, and you're fighting like gorgons and Medusas and stuff. It's really cool. Like, really kind of a different theme for a game. You don't see that. You really don't see a lot of games with that aesthetic. Really, you know what I mean? How many games have Greek mythology in them? God of War.
Yep.
This
actually, isn't that Roman? I think.
Well, either way, Greek Roman they share a lot of similarities.
Yeah. But
that style. No, I think it's Greek, because I believe he fights Ares. I don't think he fights Mars, which would be Roman. Roman's older anyway. Greek's where it's at. Moving on.
Yeah.
31, The Banner Saga. Game that came out last year.
Yep.
For some reason.
Heard
it was cool. The game looks gorgeous. Never played it. Don't own it. Sure it's fine. Yeah, that's crazy, though. All right, we got Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall, 1996. That's a classic, of course. You know that one. You ever play Daggerfall?
Nope.
It's kind of like Doom, a little bit. It's got a little... It's really cool, actually. So it's so deep. It sounds like the editor has added in... Some would argue this is the best Elder Scroll game. But yeah, it takes place in all of Tamriel, actually.
Oh,
it's
really?
Massive. You can go everywhere. It's 3D, first person, going around in dungeons. In 2009, they made it free. So you actually can get it free from Bethesda's website, which is kind of the cool thing about that game. So if you want to try it, it's neat. It's wide open. Mm-hmm. Adam, this fucking list is bullshit. Sorry. Sunless Sea, number 29, 2015. Just came out. Yeah, it's in the pantheon of greatest RPGs of all time. I don't even know what this is. It's a space flying game.
I don't even think it's space. I think it's sea.
Ocean.
Yeah.
Ocean boating game. I don't know. Don't know anything about it. Not a classic. Ancient Domains of Mystery. ADOM. Apparently this is a classic old roguelike, 94. Yeah, that's it. I don't know. Sounds cool. Din's Curse. You ever play Din's Curse?
No.
Okay, so this is a game that was released by Soldak Entertainment.
Yeah.
It's like a Russian-y company, right? And Din's Curse is basically like Diablo. They were like, it's 2010. Fucking Blizzard's not making another Diablo. Let's make our own Diablo. The graphics look very similar, like Neverwinter Nights, kind of a top-down 3D. But that was really fun. I remember playing. We actually at a LAN party played this game. All right, get this though. Din's Curse is cool because it's Diablo, right? Mm-hmm. Kind of the same idea. There's a big dungeon underground. It's set in a fully randomized dynamic world.
Wow.
So, yeah, apparently townspeople and monsters act independently when you're not on screen. So it's like simulating everything in real time. So, like, the question is, like, what would happen if the monsters really were plotting something and Tristram, which is the city from Diablo, could actually, like, be destroyed in real time while you're underneath? It's really kind of neat. Very neat. Let's see, what else is there? Oh, this classic. Oh, Unreal World. You ever heard of Unreal World? No. I have this. It's free. All right. This is a Finnish game. One guy made this. It's a Finnish survival roguelike. This is crazy, though. Unreal World didn't contain all the seeds that would make it one of the world's greatest and most distinctive RPGs. By the mid-90s, this was 1992 it first came out. So this is kind of like the way Dwarf Fortress was. The guy, has been developing this game constantly over time, right?
Yeah.
But it's like a top-down, not ASCII, but like low graphics survival game. Mm-hmm. So it's very much like DayZ kind of is, but this came out in 1992. So you're like walking around as just some Finnish guy with an axe out in the wilderness trying to survive. This existed way before the flood of all these early access survival crafting games that exist now, like one of the hundreds. Mm-hmm. But it's free, so you can check it out. I played it, and it was terrifyingly difficult. So, never really got that far. All right, 25. We're in the top 25, Adam.
All right.
Vernum, Escape from the Pit. 2012.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, neither have I. This is Spiderweb Software. I guess they make a lot of CRPGs. Still, kind of, they've been making these CRPGs forever. Even with the revival of CRPGs lately on Kickstarter, they've just always been making them. All right, number 24. Here's a game that I don't know if you've played, but it's an incredible game. I like more than Fallout 3. It's Fallout New Vegas. You ever play Fallout New Vegas?
Oh, I have not played it.
Jesus Christ, Adam. You need to play games that you buy.
I know, right?
I'm bad with that, but not that bad. New Vegas.
Problem is I like a lot of RPGs, so I buy a lot of RPGs, and they always take forever
They take
to
so
play.
much time. You're like, I don't want to get started because I don't have hours. Mm-hmm. So it's like Fallout 3, but it takes place in the Wild West, and it feels like a much more open world. Like, the problem with Fallout 3... I thought was that A, everything kind of looked the same, and B, it really didn't feel very open. Like you were just kind of going from small little hub section to other little hub section, Whereas this game feels like it's a wide open desert, right? And you go from location to location, and I love it. God, I love that game. All right, Adam. Inocronox. You heard of that game?
That sounds familiar, but I've not.
So this came out in 2001. Ion Storm developed this. This game is great. It's on GOG and Steam. It's kind of on its own. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There's not a lot like it. It's like kind of a science fiction noir game that isn't super self-serious, but also... You're like a detective trying to solve a case. So a lot of the RPG-ness revolves around like going around and finding clues in like a 3D open world, not really like open level, type world.
Yeah.
I don't know. I remember playing it in like 2002, 2003, and enjoying it. But it's been a while. It's pretty cool. Apparently, it has a cliffhanger ending, but there's never been a sequel. So, all right, Adam, I got one for you.
All right.
22. Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh yeah,
This is a classic.
it is a classic.
This game is really good. Like, it just... BioWare...
It's also like the start of the whole BioWare doing like the Mass Effect, like choose your...
great, like kind of the start of BioWare making their great RPGs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Excellent combat system, with the pausing time and changing things. Excellent story. Like, just great. I mean, I have a copy of KOTOR in my desk right now.
Yeah.
Because that is just one of those games, man.
It's a great game.
It's on Steam and
Sequel
GOG.
was not quite as good.
And there's a mobile version. What'd you say? Sorry?
Second was not quite as good.
Yeah, I heard the second one was Obsidian developed it, not BioWare. And apparently just wasn't as good. I guess they're describing it as, in many respects, a better game.
There's interesting
It plays
stuff
better, but it just doesn't feel completely finished. Like, apparently the game shipped early, right?
Oh, okay.
I think that was a debacle with this game. Is it shipped early and the ending was sudden.
Yeah.
And apparently there's fan patches out there that have restored some of the cut and broken content that was part of the discs. So supposedly it was kind of like a fan director's cut, basically.
Yeah. I just remember playing a lot of the second one, and like there was some cool mechanics-wise stuff that seemed a little bit tighter, but man, it was just weird. Like the story kind of went weird places, and I don't know. It was probably some of that. It was probably edited or cut in weird ways. So
Okay.
not satisfying.
21, Adam. Getting to the top 20.
All right.
Deus Ex Human Revolution, 2011. Interesting choice to put on an RPG list.
Owned but have not played.
Seems like not an RPG as much to me. I feel like
It's like a third. It's like an action
It's
RPG.
first person, by the way.
Is
It's
it
not
first
third
person?
Yes.
I thought it was okay.
No, it's first person. But it does have some RPG-ness.
Well, you have, like,
because
stats
there are
that
ways
you-
to skip boss fights with like talking and things. So I'll give this one enough of a pass.
Don't you like upgrade stuff too, like skills? And...
Yeah.
Yeah.
To put it in the top 25, though, seems high.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Top 20, here we go. Number 20. Neo Scavenger.
Never heard of it.
2014. This is ridiculous. This list is like a bunch of indie games that have come out in the last 5 years. Neo Scavenger is kind of like Fallout, but made by a tiny team of people and not very good. But it's in the top 20. All right, Adam, here's one you can agree with. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines.
This is a great game that is so old it's hard to play.
Oh, it's so good, Adam.
Yeah, it's hard to play though now.
It's
looks like garbage.
Good.
But yes, it is.
Oh my god. Yes, this game is great. You're role playing as a vampire who sees like a vampire murder at like a vampire meeting. And you basically like in LA at night, like going around. Like it has kind of an open world, a lot of different choices on how to do missions. Like Adam, you played like a weird Nosferatu guy.
Not a Nosferatu guy. I played like a weird animal guy, a gangrel.
Yeah, of course, an animal vampire.
Yeah.
I played the vampire that's the best vampire, and that is Playboy Money Sex Vampire. That was fun.
I could like make swarms of crows appear and like attack people though.
I remember there were sections of the game that you talk about having issues with, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I just talked to the guard about going in." He was like, "Yeah, go in," and you were like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, I just kind of walked through."
I look a little animalistic, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty neat though, actually. And that was really cool. It was very ambitious.
Yeah.
And I guess supposedly I didn't get all the way through this game. It kind of falls apart later.
I know there's a pen and paper RPG based on, this is based on a pen and paper RPG. So that'd be kind of interesting, I guess, to play at some point. But.
Yeah, apparently you can get it on Steam. I think I have it on Steam.
I think I do too.
All right, Adam, number 18.
Uh-huh.
Here's a game you've heard about.
Okay.
Zangaband TK.
I think you're under a misapprehension that I've heard.
Excuse me, what was that word? Can you say that again? Under
Zang-
misapprehension? Is that what you said?
Yes, under a misapprehension.
Okay. No, I don't know what the fuck this is, and apparently it's free, and it's a roguelike. All right.
Yeah, fuck it.
Pillars of Eternity,
Yes.
2015.
Yes.
It's beating out Baldur's Gate. I don't know, maybe those will show up, but
Maybe.
still, like, all right.
It was a great game, though. It
I'm
really
sure.
is.
But it's just crazy. This list has so many games that have come out in the last 10 years.
Well, like I said, a lot of them have come out recently.
There has been a good resurgence in RPG games recently,
Yeah.
I would admit. All right, number
I don't know if I
6.
put this in the top... Well, I'd probably put it in my top 20 because I haven't played that many, but
Yeah.
it's
It wouldn't
definitely-
make mine. I've not played it. But.
It's worthwhile putting up.
All right.
I think.
Adam,
Yeah.
Mass Effect 2.
Oh.
The correct Mass Effect to choose, I would say. If you're going to... No, yeah. Number 16, Mass Effect 2. It's
Mechanically,
best.
I like 3 the best.
Yeah, but when you're talking about story and just... If you want to sum up Mass Effect in one game, Mass Effect 2, man.
Mass Effect 2, yes.
Because, man, it brought something. It was fresh and new and thrilling and badass, and
Yeah.
3 did a lot of things better, but I feel like I didn't like the story in 3 as much.
I did, except for the very, very end.
But, like, man, 2 was just... I guess that was... 2 had all of the crew missions, you know?
Yeah.
Where you had to do the what was it? The loyalty missions for each
Yeah,
guy, and...
3 had the best characters, too. for the
Yeah,
most
3
part.
had some really cool stuff.
I mean, 2 had the best characters. For the...
Well, 3 had some cool... I know there's no Rex as your party member in 3.
3,
That's
yeah.
an issue.
That's the
Because
problem.
he's always in my party. Even though I played the game as a soldier, I usually bring 2 soldiers with me. And we just wreck everything.
I try to balance it out.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter as much in
Yeah.
that game, though.
I was a Vanguard, though, so I'm like half soldier, half
Yeah.
biotic.
Here's a game I played so much, and absolutely is one of my favorite games of all time. Number 15, deservedly in the top 25. Whether or not I would call this an RPG is up to your discretion.
Yeah.
But it is Dwarf Fortress.
Dwarf Fortress. Okay.
I fucking love this game. It's
I
one of
don't.
the best games ever made.
I disagree.
Oh, come on.
Listen,
You don't like the way it plays.
I don't like the way it plays. I will say, like, some of the most amazing things happen in that game.
Well,
But,
not
like,
even
the
that.
actual experience of playing that game is not that much fun.
Just the fact that this game, every time you start a new world,
Yeah.
it simulates thousands of years of history, it
Yeah.
creates kings and queens and betrayals, all part of a giant storyline into this own world of this game. It is just massive.
It's
you know
cool.
what I mean? I wouldn't call this an RPG, though. This is
Yeah.
a strategy game.
That's probably true.
It is a base building strategy game. There are RPG elements. You get members in your fortress party, and they level up in their skills and being able to be a miner or being able to be a better fisherman or a better fighter. But
Yeah.
it's not really. There's no like storyline. There's no moving through a dungeon. It's building a fortress. Mm-hmm. There's a roguelike experience in adventure mode, but it's actually one of the coolest things, Adam, right? Is it in adventure mode, you explore the same crazy generated worlds with their own storylines, and you can go to places where you created fortresses and they failed, and explore, like, the ruins. And, like, you'll be like, oh, there's that monument that I had my people create that has a man fighting a bear that's randomly generated and hilarious sounding. Yeah, it's kind of neat. I don't know. Amazing that this game's been in development for, decades. And I guess since 2006 is when it started. So it's a decade since it's been out. But it's just crazy,
Yep.
Cool game. All right, we got 14, Ultima Underworld 2.
Never heard of it.
Never
I
played
heard of
that.
Ultima, but not this particular one.
13, Legend of Grimrock 2, 2014.
This is one of those games that I do not. I mean,
another new game.
does not look good to me because it's like that tile-based kind of like. It's back to like the old ones where you're like going through the dungeon
Yeah.
a square at a time, your
Yeah.
entire party, and not my style.
Not my thing.
Yeah.
I like parties. I like having a party. I like a CRPG.
Yeah. Yeah.
Top down.
Right.
All right, Adam, number 12, a game you
Mm-hmm.
can agree with. Divinity Original Sin.
Oh my god! You mean this should be number one?
I don't know about number 1, but it's in the top 15.
It's in my top 5 at least.
All right, fair
That was
enough.
a great
It's an
fucking game.
excellent game. I've only played like 2 or 3 hours of it, but
Yeah.
I mean, it is just excellent. Design, turn-based,
Oh,
great
yeah.
leveling, just a massive
The fact
world.
that the environment is so active as a part of your
Yeah.
combat and stuff, and you can do pretty much fucking anything. You can unlock doors, pick up shit, and
Yep.
throw it at people, and throw people around, and yeah, it's fucking awesome.
All right, we gotta move on.
Yep.
Next one, number 11, Dragon Age Origins.
Wow, that's right up there too. Probably my
I would
top
agree
5
that
as well.
very first game is incredible.
It is. I played so much time. Spent so much time playing that fucking Origins game.
You know what's interesting about this game is how terrible the fucking BioWare marketing was for this game.
Oh yeah.
Remember that? They had the Marilyn Manson trailer.
Did they really?
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
Oh my god, dude.
See, I didn't.
The
I don't
Dragon
think
Age trailers were so bad. E3, apparently, there's like game sites that just had people laughing at the trailer, and there was like a sex scene in the trailer that was like really like tarted up, and I was like, man, it got real bad. But incredible. I mean, the origin stories that you could do,
Yeah.
I played every single one
Yeah,
because
me
they
too.
were all awesome. I played the game where I went through every single origin story and then picked my favorite and
Yeah.
used that save as my continuing. And it was really tough between the Dwarven Noble, which I loved because it was like a crazy, like Game of Thrones style political backstabbing intrigue storyline, which was cool,
Yeah.
and the Mage School storyline, which was
I
like
think I ended up with the Dwarven Noble that I took all the way through.
It was just cool. It was a cool
Yeah.
storyline. Dwarven Rogue was also cool as well. The Dwarven Commoner.
Yeah, I was a rogue noble actually. I think.
Huh. Well, but the Commoner was kind of like a street urchin
Yeah,
that gets
yeah.
brought in by this guy, and you do some shady shit. I don't know. It's just cool. It's awesome.
I didn't play that until Dragon Age 2 came out, but I played it for so long. I played it for
Man, it
Over
just makes
100
me want
hours,
to
I
install the
think.
game and play it right now.
yeah.
Definitely in the top 10 for me.
Yeah.
Although it's number 11 in this list. We're getting to the top 10. This one probably deserves to be in here, although I haven't really played it very much.
Yeah. I didn't
Fallout. The
either.
original Fallout on PC. Number 10.
Yeah.
That's a classic. Definitely. All right, Adam. Here's a game that doesn't deserve to be in the top 10 or even in the top 50. Number 9. FTL. For some reason. This
Is that really an RPG?
I know, right? It's like a ship simulator.
Yeah.
I mean, you level up your ship's abilities during each run, but that's not really an RPG.
That seems. Yeah.
That is
seems-
vaguely an RPG. And if
So-
you're talking about the top 50 RPGs of all time,
There aren't even any like real stats in there, are there? Other than ship like
yeah,
building
just leveling up
stuff.
your cannons and stuff, yeah.
That's.
I think your crew gets better, too.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, definitely. More of a strategy game, definitely. All right. System Shock 2.
I played this.
You played this?
Yes.
This is a scary game.
I played it until it got too scary. Which wasn't actually that long.
Yeah.
But it was awesome. This was like the precursor to BioShock.
Okay.
I mean, so this is like, it's kind of like BioShock in space with a rogue computer AI.
yeah. It's pretty cool.
It's very cool. But yes, it is pretty scary.
Yeah,
and
it's like dark.
It's
blood.
dark. There's blood. It's survival horror, and also you don't get a lot of ammo or like good weapons for a while. So yeah,
It's an excellent game.
I got to a point where my character started having like weird visions of like creepy shit, and I was like, all right, that's probably enough.
But would you call BioShock an RPG?
I would. Well, I'd call it an action RPG
Okay.
because you have like skills and like magic-y type stuff that you're leveling and choosing. Like you get Adam that you use to decide, kind of like where your abilities are going to go.
Yeah. I would think of it more as an action game with RPG elements.
Well, that's the thing. Like everything's part RPG now because RPGs are awesome.
Yeah.
So
I guess System Shock has inventory management,
it does, yeah.
whereas BioShock doesn't really have an inventory. You just have ammo.
I mean, it's first person, but yeah, it's totally got inventory. It's totally got shit where you're improving your abilities and stuff. So I think it's pretty much an action.
Number
RPG.
7. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
Wow, that's really recent.
I know, right?
But yeah, that's probably on my top 10.
Yeah, it would be my top 10 as well. Never have I felt a game have such a different yet fully realized world.
Yeah,
Like, the world of The Witcher feels deep and different than everything
Yeah.
else I've ever played.
That's true.
And the combat's really good.
Yep.
The story is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
The ability to do kind of what you want, and that is just really, it's an incredible game. Good for them.
Yeah.
First Deus Ex, number 6.
I played a little bit of this too, actually.
I never really got into Deus Ex.
I didn't get into it because it was hard as fucking shit. Like the very beginning when you don't have anything, and I also didn't really know what I was doing. I had a really hard time with it, and I gave up really quick.
We're in the top 5, Adam.
All right.
5. Ultima 7. The complete
Yay.
edition.
No, that's the best totally of all the Ultimas.
I feel like
Maybe.
Ultima 4 is the best Ultima.
Do you?
Yeah. That's the one everyone thinks about.
I've never played any of the Ultimas, so I couldn't tell you, actually.
Okay.
I'm just
Ultimas are great.
saying bullshit because,
Highly recommend.
yeah.
But I really haven't only played Ultima 4 because I was told that was the quintessential Ultima game.
Yeah.
I didn't get very far because it's hard. I actually read an interesting story about how there was a guy at a games development course that makes everyone play Ultima 4.
Yeah.
And people can't figure out how to play the game because it requires you to write things down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those older school games where it's like, oh, you heard something about a guy. Write it down. And then when you go to the dialogue with the guy, you have to type in what you have to say.
Yeah.
It's a real one. Anyway, Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, number 4.
I've heard good things about this, never played it.
Yeah. I guess this guy's kind of waxing. It's 2002. The guy who wrote this waxing philosophical about how it's a bygone era when Bethesda wasn't trying to chase the mass market.
Yeah.
It's weird, experimental, surprising. I've heard good things.
I have too. I just
Heard that apparently there's an incredible mod right now that's the Morrowind Overhaul,
Oh yeah.
which just kind of redoes the textures and makes it more like Skyrim, basically.
I might be willing to play that because I liked
Check this out.
I just hopped in at 4, so
Yeah.
I missed it. But
Save yourself for the mod that's a work in progress called Tamriel Rebuilt, which is remaking Morrowind in the Skyrim engine.
oh wow,
Yeah.
that sounds awesome. Yeah.
Skyrim's basically better combat.
Yeah.
Anyway, Baldur's Gate 2, number 3.
I
Shadow
think
of Amun.
yeah, I've played Baldur's Gate like console games, but never the.
You never did the top-down CRPG?
Not really, no.
Eh,
I want to
supposedly
play the.
classic.
Yeah, they have like the enhanced version now, but I haven't gotten around
I mean,
to playing it.
BioWare, this is BioWare in their heyday,
Yeah.
early days. That's it, really? I don't know. Apparently, you can get the enhanced edition, which is
It's-
really good.
It still doesn't look super great.
No, but the enhanced edition actually works really well.
Yeah.
It's got high-res support, so you can actually play it on big monitors. Apparently they add quests and stuff too, so... Anyway. Moving on, number 2. Probably in my top 10. Probably my top 5. Planescape Torment.
See, this is a game that I really want to play. I think I played it for about, 3 minutes. But I never really got anywhere in it, and I did not know what it was at the time.
Yeah.
It was like one of those games I tried to play closer to when it actually came out, and I wasn't really familiar with computers that much and CRPGs and didn't really know what I was doing. So
incredible game, Planescape
Yeah.
Torment. Incredible for how different it is. It's a CRPG where you play a dead man. Comes back to life. It takes place in a world that is completely different than anything else you've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
The art style is completely different. It doesn't follow any D&D. The writing is fucking incredible.
Yeah, that's what I hear. The
The
story's
characters
amazing.
are incredible. It's one of the best written games I've ever played.
Yeah. Holy shit. I don't know if you... I was looking at the same article you were there. They have apparently an HD version of it.
Yeah?
Or like a mod or something.
Yeah.
It looks great.
Yeah, I'll have to try that.
I might have to give that a go at some
All
point.
right, Adam.
Yeah?
Game of number 1
All right.
that should not be on the list at all.
What's
but it is
that?
number 1.
Ah!
Could you have ever guessed that would be number 1?
I would not have guessed. I thought it was going to be on this list, but I did not think it would be number
Number
1.
1, Adam. This makes no sense for many reasons.
Why?
Other than the fact that I don't think this is an RPG.
It is absolutely an RPG.
It is an
It
action
is an RPG it is the most RPG action game you will ever see.
Why? What makes it an RPG, Adam? I want you to tell me.
You literally add to your own stats.
Okay.
You upgrade your abilities like D&D, and you up your strength and dexterity
You get
and all
new
that fucking
abilities?
shit. You get experience. You get new magic spells and stuff that you buy with that shit.
You buy them. You don't get them. Is there a talent tree?
No, but a lot of RPGs don't have talent trees.
Okay. All right. What is the game? Okay, who's in your party? What's your adventuring party like?
Listen, you don't need a party to be an RPG. You're a single person. That's
Adam,
what it is.
Explain to me the story of Dark Souls in less than 1 minute.
Okay. So, there was this crazy, flame.
Okay, sounds good. Off to a good start.
Yep.
Flame.
And there's a bunch of gods.
Okay.
And the gods gave the humans fire, or one of the gods did. And there's a bunch of dragons. And the dragons
Got any
killed
names
the
of
gods.
these characters? These classic characters that you can name?
There are a bunch of them. There's Gwyn. There's the fucking
old
Bone
Gwyn.
Man. Huh?
Oh, that guy.
Yeah,
What-
Bone
what a
Man.
card.
It starts with an N, but I can't remember his name.
Okay, yep.
There's
Good old N-Man.
what's another one? There's the lady.
Is that her name? Just the lady?
Pretty much.
Okay.
There's Gwendolen, who is different than Gwen.
This is ridiculous, Adam.
There is
Story does not seem like the strong suit of this game.
There's the Scaleless Dragon.
Okay.
There's this.
Does he look gross and pink? Naked?
No, he is crystalline kind of.
Okay.
There is a crazy wizard guy. There is this awesome knight and his fucking direwolf that went this fucking abyss to fight these lords of the abyss, and when he turned dark and came super creepy. Yeah.
Who's the boss of the game?
Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. See, the thing is, the flames are all going out
Okay.
and need to be rekindled.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, you're going through the game trying to rekindle them.
All right.
However, you learn that
So
rekindling
you're a
them.
modern-day lamplighter.
Yeah, that's why I love it so much.
Okay, yeah, you and your lamplighter.
But you have to sacrifice. You gain all these souls of these powerful beings, and you have to decide whether either to like let the lights go out forever, or you have to like rekindle it, but sacrifice yourself, like using the power of these souls to rekindle, to relink the flames. Yeah.
Okay, Adam.
There's a really cool story to it, actually.
That you can't remember.
Well, it's complicated. I'm not saying it's not complicated. I mean, it's not like a simple
I feel like
story.
if it was a classic story, like I don't know, like Final Fantasy VII, you'd be able to tell it pretty quickly. Although that game gets weird too.
I was going to say that actually
But the
has a lot of
start
twists
of
and
it
turns
makes
too.
sense.
If you tried to go through that game and explain everything that happened, it would take a
All
while
right.
too.
There's like, I don't know, clones.
Exactly, right?
Something. There's like a weird
You go into space for a
mom
bit.
tube that shoots out babies. I don't know.
You go into space for like 5 seconds.
I don't know. There's a meteor or something.
Right, exactly.
I know. I know what you mean. I've come around a bit on this too as an RPG because it is. Ish.
It is.
But I mean, to put it on number one, I don't think it's the most indicative of what I think of as a PC RPG.
That's true.
This is much more of a console game.
It's like
So much so that the PC port that came out was so broken you couldn't play it when it first came out.
but Dark Souls 2 one was really good.
But the first one was unplayable.
Actually, that's not
and it's
true.
actually still unplayable.
That's not true.
Yes, unless you download
If you
a
don't-
fan patch, which makes the game playable.
It plays perfectly then.
No! It's not part of the game!
It's totally part
It's
of
a
the game.
patch! It's a mod!
Yeah, well.
It just bothers me that this just put it top 10. You know what I mean? Because I never played it, because I'll never play this game, because it is not an RPG in the type of RPGs that
I
I
think
like.
you'd actually like it. It's not as hard as everybody says it is.
It doesn't matter. I like turn-based or top-down CRPG type RPGs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or real-time with pausing. This is an action game
Yeah.
that is also an RPG.
Yeah.
It is definitely an action game first. Because it is how good you are at learning how to do the combat in the game. You know
True.
what I mean? And that is a deep thing to learn, but it is definitely a game where you need to be good at playing it.
Well, you don't have to. You can also grind your way out of it.
That's true. But like with an RPG, combat has always been a mix of strategy and style.
Yeah.
You know, whereas this game has strategy as well, but it's all like combat strategy, positioning, attacking, maybe choosing the correct weapon for combat, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. It doesn't seem as deep as an RPG for me. To at least put as number one. Like, this person's in love with this game.
Yeah.
Put this at number one. I mean, top 10 for sure. Because, man, the world in this game is incredible. Like, I've seen this game played through, and it looks incredible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The character designs, the different environments, it just all is gorgeous. And,
true.
like, incredible. Like, what an incredible game. But I wouldn't put it number one. I mean, what's number one? What in your mind? What would your number one PC RPG be? Final Fantasy VII PC version that came out. It actually came out at the time too. I
Yeah,
own
it
it.
did. All I can think of is Final Fantasy Tactics, but that never hit PC. I don't think.
Yeah, that's your favorite RPG.
Final Fantasy Tactics is definitely my favorite RPG.
Man, I'm trying to think of the
favorite
RPG I played most on PC. I played a lot of Japanese RPGs.
Honestly, it would probably be Divinity: Original Sin.
That's a
I
really
never-
good game.
I never played Skyrim on computer. Otherwise, that
Yeah,
might
I
have a
played
shot.
that on computer. Man, I'm trying to think. I'm going through this list, and I'm gonna be like, one of these has got to be my number one. And I'm not. And you know what, Adam? As much as Dwarf Fortress is probably my favorite game on this list,
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it number one.
Pillars is close. KOTOR is up there.
Ooh, KOTOR's up there
Yeah.
for me. Man, that game's up there.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. Maybe Dragon Age Origins.
I also played that on console, so I couldn't really.
I played that on.
I never played the computer version.
Played that on PC first.
Yeah.
I know what I would put though, and it's not on this list actually.
Yeah.
I would put Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion.
Yeah, that's so weird that Oblivion's not on there. I thought it was a
Well,
great
they
game.
chose Skyrim.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
And
they also
Morrowind.
put Morrowind on the list. It's weird.
I know.
Number one would be Oblivion, though, because not for quality, because Skyrim's a better game, but just because Oblivion came out at the right time. It was my freshman year of college. I had a PC that could run it, and I lost days playing this game. My friend Lee, who talked about this game, I remember specifically said there's one day when he played it on the weekend. We talked about playing Oblivion, where he just looked up and he was like, "Huh, it's midnight," and he had started playing at 9 in the morning.
Yeah,
he was like, "I haven't eaten all day." I was like, "Yeah, it was that type of game." I mean, the combat was so unique. I'd never played anything like it. The story, and just the character building, and the world, and the real time living world, stealing from houses, doing the Thieves Guild quests. I mean, that game,
that shit's
fucking
awesome.
Incredible. But Skyrim's a better game. But in my mind, when I hit, I don't know, it just hit at the right time.
Yeah, totally. I know what
Oblivion did. So that's my number one. Definitely. What would your number one be?
I'm going to go with Divinity.
Divinity Original Sin? Yeah. I need to play more of that.
Yeah.
It seems amazing.
It is.
I want to get my computer back. Twill happen.
Yes.
All right. We don't really have anything else to talk about.
Nope.
We got to end this shit.
Yeah, we should. Because
this isn't a super long one, but it's longer than normal. All right. Thanks for listening. Email is bitecast@gmail.com.
Yep, and you can visit us at bornintheeighties.net.
Yep, I have a link to that top 10 list. You can read the articles. It's interesting to read if you want to go through.
One thing,
as much as I may disagree with the ordering on the list, and the fact that it's a lot of new games, which is really weird for... I mean, I feel like with the history of RPGs on the PC being probably one of the... Some of the first games that ever came out on computer were RPGs. I mean, Dungeons of Daggerath, came out in 78, I want to say.
Something like that. That's insane.
God, when was that? God, this was for the Tandy computer. No, I'm wrong. It was 82.
Still, that's very early.
God, when was Lord British's first game?
I don't know.
Man, his story is cool, though.
Stop looking things up, though, and end this podcast.
What? He went to space, Adam.
Yep.
He went to space. I just want to think of the game that he came up with first. What was the original game? God damn it.
Find it fast.
I'm looking at it.
I have to pee badly.
A Calibeth.
Aha.
World of Doom. 1979. He made the game and sold the floppy disks in Ziploc bags. How badass is that, man?
That is
he built
badass.
This as a kid.
Yeah.
One of the first RPGs that was on PC, and I don't know, with the history that deep, most of the list, probably a majority of the list, is from the last 15 years.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me. Which in the last 5 years have been great for RPGs, though. But, yeah. Anyway, sorry, Adam asked you to use the Go PP.
Yes.
So the list will be on there, so you can check that out on 80spodcast.com.
Bornintheeighties.net.
Bornintheeighties.net. 80scast.com. All go to the same place.
They do indeed.
Bornintheeighties.net is the place to be. We will catch you next week. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
All right, you can go pee.
Thank you.
I'm going to stop the broadcast. Well, my download is 35 with an upload speed of 4, so that shouldn't be a problem either.
Weird. I wonder if it's just...
Wait, stop talking. I'm going to say a number. You say after that. 1.
2.
All right, we're caught up.
Weird.
What the fuck was that? It was seriously 7-8 seconds after I asked a question you answered it. And I couldn't tell if you were just being slow, like dim-witted.
I'm not dim-witted. Thank you.
Well, I know you're not normally. I don't know if there's a gas leak in your house and you were half drunk on gas.
No.
Inebriated? Gas inebriated?
No. I'm fine.
Alright, well, that seems to be going well. Now, that is weird.
That is weird.
Apparently it's something on Google's back end. Yeah, because my internet speed's just fine. Let me just throw up the old burp horns and close everything that isn't this thing to make it my internet run faster. Grab the notes. Got the notes up. You notes it. I'm assuming you didn't watch the Ash vs. Evil Dread trailer.
I did.
Oh, you did, so we can talk about that.
Yeah.
We can talk about Prime Day.
Yep.
All of our Prime Day hauls.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get that rock, paper, shotgun link. Na, 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 na. You'll be shocked at the number one choice.
Well,
Yeah, well, I'll count it down.
okay.
You don't need to bring it up. There that is. I got my rant.
You always have a rant.
Well, I got mine ready to go.
We'll have to
Ready?
bring back what grinds your gears.
I used the
Yeah.
music last time
Did you?
during the episode. Yes, that's correct.
You're cutting
I
out quite
snuck
a bit.
it in during the, oh my god, the Star Citizen
Yeah,
discussion, where I started ranting about that.
I see.
You could talk about Goddess again. There's more news.
Is there?
Yeah, they're like, we don't know what's going to ever happen.
Uh-huh.
It sounds like they're completely fucked. Alright, anyway, let us
Should have just kept making Fable games.
begin. Do you know what you're going to talk about?
Yeah.
Okay, because there isn't a lot on the list. A lot of the old news articles we could go to, they're like old now.
It doesn't matter. We get off on tangents anyway.
That's true, but you should have more prepared than you need. It's like when you write like a D&D campaign, you want to have a deeper layer than
Dude,
the
we went
players
through
ever
like
see.
2 things last time and we did like 2.5 hours of podcast. I think we'll be okay.
Wow, what is your negativity here?
It's not negativity.
You're cocksure.
I'm... We've done this long enough that I'm pretty sure we'll have enough content.
Wow, Adam. Oh, cocksure is like one of my favorite words, by the way.
It's a great
Let's
one.
see where it came from. Early 16th century, from archaic cock, which was a euphemism for God, I guess, in the 16th century. So we were trying to be like God sure. You're ready to rock. Are you ready to rock?
Yeah.
All right.
Ready to rock out with my God out.
It's thank you. It's 178, right?
Yeah.
Man, we're blitzing towards 200.
Yeah, we are.
Fuck. You know, I lent Tyler my microphones because he needed to do like a Mad Stage recording, Mad Stage podcast, also available on the Little Podcast Network, and he has never given them back. That was like a month ago. That was like after I left for your place.
That's
Like
funny.
when I came back. Yeah, it was like early June, like June 20th maybe. So it's been like a month, maybe more. It may have been before I left because I didn't bring any recording stuff down.
It's true.
Because I was like, meh, we're not going to record. I know we're not going to record
Also true.
because I got to set up too much shit. I should really just buy one of those mics.
Like a Blue Yeti?
No, there's like a interview microphone kind of thing.
We could actually use this Blue Yeti because it has the dual setting.
Oh yeah, you know. Oh, I'm talking about a Tascam.
Yeah.
A Tascam DR05 or DR07. It's a solid state drive based microphone recorder. It's what some like I don't know. It's like for recording interviews and stuff, and actually supposedly sounds really good. It's what
I mean, you can even do pretty decent with just your iPhone.
yeah, it's what 10 Minutes About Your Favorite Movie does.
Yeah.
With their and a lot of like internet video places do for like on location recording, because you can just carry it, and hit record, and it's got two really nice mics, one for each direction, so you can hold it and the person can be facing you, and it gets two mics and has tons of inventory, internal, and you just, dump the WAV file off that. They're actually pretty cool. I've been thinking of getting one. They're like $100. They're not even that expensive, really, and super useful for any, like, Johnny on the spot interviews.
Yeah.
All right, Adam, let's do this. 178.
Okay.